All right, ladies and gentlemen, how is it going?
What's going on, people?
Got me and we got Francis here today, and they can't hear Francis just yet. Let me fix this.
You hit that button, sir.
Oh, yeah, they can hear you. They can hear you.
That's a different angle for you.
It is a different angle here for me. In my haste last night, I
Mhm.
left my camera. So, what we're going to do is we're going to set this camera up here, and when it comes time to break, we're going to move it like so.
All good.
This is real improvising hours right
Yep.
here.
Yep.
This is
We're
real
making do with what we have there, folks.
making do instead of making babies. Here in my high school bedroom.
Well, let's not make babies.
No, 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 let's not do that.
Let's just not do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's not do
let's not
that.
do that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, I do have some swag. Like, you know what swag means, right?
Oh yeah,
Stuff we all get. Yeah, adapt or die. I hear you, Ryan Brown. So,
that is correct.
Danny says I'm gonna have Addie make a baby onesie for Baby Perez that has Jar Jar on it. I'm gonna call their kid Jar Jar Binks. A buddy of ours just announced that
Mhm.
they're gonna have a baby, and this buddy is a huge Star Wars nerd. Like when I say huge Star Wars nerd, I mean the nerd of nerds with Star Wars. All right, Dad.
Yeah, he's got a tattoo that he did himself of a broken lightsaber that has one of the kyber crystals lit up in it on his arm. Yeah, he's very much a nerd. And Alex, Allie, I am very proud of you, and I look forward to meeting Baby Jar Jar in March of 2024.
But that's Baby Jar Jar.
That's Baby Jar Jar, yeah. And we will probably get thrown out of their house for that, but it would be worth it.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's a given. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's going to happen. You know,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
there's no way around this one. It's going to happen, and it's going to be worth it. And I'm going to have no remorse for it whatsoever.
I'll be like, I got nothing
No,
for you,
no
man.
regrets.
I
No
got nothing.
regrets.
I got nothing for you, man.
Yeah, nothing for it.
All right, I do have a very good bonus today with a very good Roberto Clemente card.
Question for you, Gilmore.
Answer for you, Francis.
And I'll pose this to the other people who are watching as well, and we'll talk about this a little bit, I'm sure. Do you think that Roberto Clemente's number should be retired like Jackie Robinson's?
I don't think so.
Why
Although
is that?
well, first off, there are only so many numbers, and
Agreed.
Clemente was a great man, a great humanitarian,
Mm-hmm.
but he did not symbolize a new era of baseball and something that forever changed the game of baseball. Jackie Robinson heralded an era of a new talent pool
Right.
that brought the way they played the game to Major League Baseball and effectively made it a different game. Baseball would have resembled a, a, a slightly more athletic game of golf, you know, without Jackie Robinson and well, without
Okay.
not to say that it wouldn't have happened without Jackie Robinson, but Jackie Robinson was the one who the mantle was put upon.
I can go for that. I kind of think I'm on the other side of that. I think because of his humanitarian efforts and because of who he was off the field,
Yeah,
and him being an incredible player and being from one of the ones who really kind of made the Caribbean explosion happen. He was one of the faces of it. I really think that I would say yes. And that's gonna be something that everybody can.
yeah,
That is a really pretty Clemente though. Was it 73 tops?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Um,
don't want to diminish Clemente's work because I think
Absolutely not.
Clemente's
Yeah. Yeah.
work was extraordinary.
Yeah. Yeah. But I agree with you on the sentiment when it comes to the changing of the game, especially with the integration of the game um, that happened in 41, 42.
42.
And um, yeah, I can, so I mean, I'm okay either side of the argument, to be honest with you.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Bounties up, bonuses up. Francis, feel free to give us a rundown.
Sure, as soon as you put them up where I can see them.
I'll put them up all right. I'll put up
I
my
bet you will.
dukes.
There you go. So, as you can see, everybody, thank you for hanging out with us again. This is your Tuesday edition of Vintage Break South.
Monday.
I am Francis. Like I said, wow, it is Monday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Holy crap! It's your Monday edition of Vintage Break South. I am Francis. That is Gilmore. He is off site in Anniston, Alabama tonight. So we're splitting the pot here again. Bounties we have. You're going to see some of these. They're going to look familiar because we've had these before. 2023 Bowman Chrome, 2023 Tops Chrome, 5 Tops Chrome mega boxes. Any of our five $125 set spots like Parkhurst, 86 Clear, whatever. Those are bounding off of those. We have 5 left of those. 30 spots left in the 1972 Tops basketball, and those are fairly inexpensive ones, so you could do that pretty well. We do have the $150 Vanishing Wheel spins as well, which we like to do. Also at 150, we have our 20 at 150. The first place is getting that Roberto Clemente 1973 Tops rated at a 7. Second's getting a 52 Bowman baseball set spot. That's a great series as well. Some dude named Mantle in there, I do believe. Third is a $500 wheel spin. Fourth is a break seat game, and we're also doing our normal participation bonus versus a 54 Tops baseball set spot. Second is $500 wheel spin. Third's a break seat, and everybody else gets a low set spot, which is probably going to be 73 Tops or 73 Peachy, whatever it is tonight. I think it's 73 Tops.
She hit the
So
floor. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, it was low,
she went
low,
low.
low, low.
Yep. Thanks for showing up and hanging out with us today at Vintage Break South. Do like, share, and subscribe. Hit the like button. Hit that bell notification to let you know that we are on. But even though most of you already know when we're on all the time, and even if you hit the dislike button, you still help the algorithm, and we thank you for that. So let's get this show on the road.
It's a great question, Charles Perry. I am literally in my parents' basement right now.
Yes, you are.
I'm breaking out of my parents' basement. Yeah, as Jeff Spellman points out, this is Clemente's last card as a player.
Mm-hmm. Jackie Robinson's first season was 42, I do believe.
Yeah, 42.
I mean, I know that's his jersey number. Yes, I get that, but
Nope, 47.
oh,
Just right.
I thought I thought it was 42 as well, but
I googled it.
I well, that's okay. So I had it's all good.
Yep. I said something on Facebook earlier. It says, no matter how hard you think your job is, you don't have to throw into Denzel Ward and Grant Delpit with Miles Garrett on you. Your job ain't that bad.
No, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, Christopher Brown, how are you? Did you see? Did you hear? Who was it? It was whoever the Rams were playing last week. I think it was Seattle in Week 1. Um, Aaron Donald comes up the middle untouched, and all you hear is the quarterback go, "Oh God," and it's
God.
loud, so you can
What,
hear. Up.
what the hell?
It was fantastic.
What the
I don't think it
hell?
was. I don't think it was. I think it was. I don't remember who they played week one, but it was like a rookie quarterback or something like that. And it was just like, oh god, very audible, and it's become a meme now. So it looks like your dad's got some pretty interesting stuff in that trophy case over there. I see a trophy. I see a couple cars in there. Some older Dodges. It looks like. And
Geno Smith, and he got fined $16,000 for that hit.
did he really?
Yeah.
Gino got fined.
No, Aaron Donald did.
I was gonna say, what did Gino get fined for? That's crap.
Yeah. Yeah, Dad was a Mopar guy.
Yeah,
Of course, he's got his LSU tag down here and
I see
his
that.
LSU stuff up here. A lot of NASCAR
Yeah.
stuff in here. These
What are
trophies
all the
is
trophies?
building model cars.
Very cool.
That was Dad's hobby. He built model cars on the model car circuit. And he's also a big NASCAR diecast collector.
That's very cool.
Yeah. I'll probably show some of his collectibles at some point in the show. He's got some nice stuff in the
I think
closet
that's very
behind me.
cool.
Yeah.
What's the Auburn stuff he has behind you, Gilmore?
I don't see any Auburn stuff. It's LSU.
God, he was so high in that interview. It was hilarious.
See, I think Aaron Rodgers just says
Oh,
something. Just says stuff at this point.
oh, he does. He's got people exactly where he wants them right now, and he could say this, that, and the other. And there's going to be half of them that go, "I can't believe he said that," and there's going to be the other half that go, "You know, he's probably right. He's into weird shit like that. It's possible, you know."
I'm gonna rehab. I'm gonna inject ivermectin directly into my Achilles, man. And we're gonna do that. And we're gonna listen to some dolphins screwing, man.
Dude, I tell you what, you know, he's for him doing that, he's absolutely brilliant with it. He has half the people in the world right where he wants them, and the
Yeah,
other half right where he needs them.
yeah. He's making half happy and pissing half off. That's his. That's
And that makes him 100% happy, man. So I just like
that is.
Godspeed to him. I actually like this version of Aaron Rodgers. I think it's very cool. I think it's a very counterculture, very contrarian, and I'm all here for it.
Look, man. I like anybody that pisses people off.
Just by I mean, and he doesn't have to do anything. He just has to say something or just be himself, and people go knucking futz, and it's the greatest thing ever. So,
To me, like these guys are all entertainers, right?
well, yeah,
So
yeah, and he knows that.
there's only one job of an entertainer, and that's to not be boring.
Yep.
Tell me, is Aaron Rodgers boring?
No, he's not.
No,
But
he's
I tell
not.
you, but you haven't seen this side of Aaron Rodgers up to this level
No, no,
with his volume turned up. You
he's definitely turned the volume up on his troll game.
know? Yep. And I think it's glorious.
Yeah, it's funny. There's so many projects in this room that were abandoned.
Dude, I am I know that Pat McAfee is a very polarizing figure. Some people like him. Most people hate him because he is very
People hate Pat
outgoing
McAfee.
and boisterous, and you know he's very loud and he's very brash and all that. Um, Again, he knows he's an entertainer, and they think on the same wavelength. They're like, hey, if you're gonna fuck around with people, I'm just gonna press that button and see how far we can take it. Oh yeah, there's a lot of people that hate Pat McAfee. Think he's over the top. He's fake. He's
Well, he is over the
uh
top, but that man's never
yeah.
been fake a day in his life.
And there hadn't been a thing one. And like and he just rubs people the wrong way. And you know, so what? You know, doesn't bother me. I think he's a breath of fresh air. I think that I love his personality. Um, and so I'm all for it. Please don't tell me Nick Chubb is hurt. I have him on my fantasy team right now. Please tell me he's not hurt. I need him.
I have him too.
I've got him in my DraftKings league for tonight, and I've already got one guy hurt. I can't have another guy hurt.
Yeah, I have him in a money league.
I, yeah, I'm winning
One
20
sec.
bucks so far. Please, please come back, Nick
Carted
Chubb.
off
Please,
the field.
please come back, Nick Chubb. Please come
Carted
back.
off the field. One second.
Dang it! I can't have two people hurt. I'm gonna lose my money. Dang it. Oh well, such is life. We roll with it and we move on and be okay. So this is Vintage Break Style. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. Do appreciate you guys being here. Thanks Charles Perry. Thanks Brown. Thanks Jeff Spellman. Uh, I missed anybody? I don't think I missed anybody. Let's see, Brown, Spellman. Oh, Charles Perry, Jeff Spellman, Ryan Brown. There's yeah. So Chris Brown and Ryan Brown, both Browns are here. So yeah, we're glad to have you guys here. And so this is one of those nights where things are a little different. He's over in Anniston, Alabama, so we don't have the glut of everything here with us, and I don't have anything in front of me here either. So I don't have anything to break. It's all with him. Maybe one of these days, if I get hired by this company full time or whatever, even though I don't know how I would do that and be a realtor at the same time. Um, I'd have stuff to break here and be able to hang out with you guys and do it myself here as well. But we're not there at the moment. He's got a limited supply of stuff. Like everything we have on the website, if we don't have it here, they'll be able to break in the morning at North, be perfectly fine. And of course, we're into set breaks and all that as well. Um, Obviously, they will pop off when they pop off. So I really don't like this Nick Chubb being hurt thing. Taken to locker room after suffering apparent leg injury versus Steelers. That makes me very sad.
I'm gonna show off a couple of my dad's toys. So, at one time, this was a very valuable kit. This is a 1970 Superbird. Super this is a street racer driven by Richard Petty. Still in the box, still in the wrapper.
That looks so cool.
Now nobody builds these anymore, so they didn't have the longevity that like baseball
Right,
cards had,
right.
but they're really cool. And here's another one. This is, and you'll note the top of the car when I show it to you.
No, he didn't put it together. It's all the pieces are still on there under those little things on the.
Oh, he's built many of those, but these are complete. These are.
There you go, General Lee.
Will you notice what's not on the General Lee here?
Yep, the rebel flag.
Yeah, they didn't put it on these. And this it's
Yep,
actually more rare without the flag than it is with the
that's
flag.
correct. That's correct. Now, if I remember right, even though it's not on the box, there the decal
Oh yeah,
for it is still in there.
yeah, decal. See, it's decals on the decal sheet right there.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, yeah. If you built this and you lived in
Yep,
Alabama in the 70s and 80s when this kit came out, you put the flag on there.
absolutely, you did.
Not that I'm proud of it. That's just what we did. We know a little better now, so we don't. But yeah, this is Dukes of Hazzard made by MPC. And this is my dad's hobby. He would sit around with glue and a X-Acto knife and build these things. He was real good about doing custom decal work. Like he was a welder by trade, and he did an exact replica of his welding rig.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're actually not, Chris.
no, yeah. The model collecting like that is not anywhere near as lucrative as it was 15, 20 years ago when they became out of vogue. I mean,
Yeah,
unless you're doing something like a Gundam or
yeah.
whatever those things are called. Um,
Well, I tell you
uh,
what, if they ever start doing it again, I know where a horde is. A horde
oh yeah,
is. It's right here.
oh yeah.
Dad's got three closets full of cool stuff like that. He's got virtually every NASCAR driver you can think of, and he's got every muscle car you can think of.
I
Like,
am okay with that. I think that is
yeah.
badass.
I looked in there and I couldn't find it, but my favorite model that he has is the Trans Am from
Smoking the Bandit.
yeah, Smokey and the Bandit.
I want.
Yeah,
I love Smoking the Bandit.
yeah. He also has a lot of Cannonball Run stuff.
Stroker Ace.
Yeah, which is also Mike Cooley's nickname.
I am not surprised.
A 64, it's a 64 and a half Mustang. He's got a lot of 50s Mustangs. All right, let's get some Bowman Chrome done, boys.
Yeah, let's open some stuff.
Let's open some stuff. Let's pop my neck, boys. Let's pop it.
We don't have any Cosmic at the moment, so well, we do have Tops Chrome. We have Bowman Chrome. We have some more of the Tops Chrome Megas.
Yep.
We pulled some good stuff out of that last week. That was fun to open.
The Topps Chrome Megas will never not be fun. He also collects Hot Wheels, vintage Hot Wheels. He's got, well, the grandkids kind of ravaged his Hot Wheels collection, but it used to be quite massive.
Sometimes kids be like that.
I really could spend all day rummaging through these drawers, but I don't want to be too nosy. I mean, I'm gonna have to catalog it one day, so.
Mhm. There are a lot of people who want Hot Wheels cars though,
Yeah,
like
Hot
Matchbox
Wheels are,
cars.
yeah, Hot Wheels are still collected.
Mhm.
He never collected it because of value. He collected it because he liked cars. He's a car guy.
Mhm. That's that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, that way you don't care what they're worth.
That's correct.
Here's what happens when you have a Coke Zero bottle too long. I don't know. He bought this and put it up because it had an LSU logo on it, but it's kind of evaporated
Oh,
inside itself.
oh,
Yeah, don't drink that.
no,
Don't drink it. It's no good.
no. That's a little worrisome.
Yeah, don't let that get in the water supply. You know, I think of about like looking at his memorabilia and particularly his favorite driver, Ricky Rudd. I start noticing why I think NASCAR has waned in popularity. They have a branding issue. Drivers jump sponsors and lose their number too often. So you can't
Yeah.
look down at the racetrack and identify who's who. Like back in the day, we all knew who number 3 was.
Mm-hmm.
We all knew who 24 was.
Yep.
We all knew who 43 was.
Yep.
So, like, you used to be able to just look down and tell. But I'm looking at four different Ricky Rudd cars. Two of them, he's got number 28. One of them's a Valvoline. The other one is
Mhm.
a Havoline. Well, they're both. One of them's Texaco, and one of them's Havoline Oil Company.
Right.
Those are both number 28. But then he's got a 10 tied car and a 5 tied car. Like, that's just too much change. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. It's Spellman's half right. They did go too corporate. You know, thing is there was so much in sponsored deals and all that, that so much money changing hands and all that, that caused all of that, made it almost impossible to keep it unless you were like him. Like
Yeah,
if you like nobody would ever approach Dale Earnhardt and say, "Hey, we would like for you to change your number from 3 to anything."
yeah,
He would tell you to go kick rocks and not be that kind about it.
yeah. Once the power left the driver's hands, it started getting down. It started going
Correct.
downhill
Correct. Correct.
because the owners felt like they were the sport, and they're not.
That's correct.
The owners are never the sport. Never. The athletes are the sport.
That is correct.
And I can see where is in something like NASCAR, as an owner, you would get the wrong idea because NASCAR so much goes into putting a winning driver on the field on the
Hmm.
track.
That's
And
correct.
like the driver's important, but he's a piece. He's not the puzzle.
That's correct. Yeah, he's the face of it. He's the money maker, you
Hmm.
know. Uh, but there's no power there. It's just the 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 driver is replaceable.
Power, power. I think you hit it
Yep.
there. There's a power discrepancy.
Hmm.
There's a power balance that just is
Yep.
broken in NASCAR. Whereas in football, if you turn on the screen, you drafted Joe Burrow and you like
Hmm.
Joe Burrow, you can
Hmm.
keep Joe Burrow for 4 or 5 years. You know,
That's correct.
maybe that's it. And we're just talking out loud here. We don't know shit about Dick. You know.
No, I think that's actually a
Yeah.
very compelling argument with that.
Yeah. So Francis was the beneficiary of poor Gilmore planning today.
I was, and I'm very excited
Huh.
about it. Yeah, I am now the proud owner of 2 tickets for Cubs versus Braves next week
With parking.
with parking, and that's the most important part.
That's expensive. Do you see
Yeah,
where that section was?
yeah, it's like 105 or something like that.
140, baby, right there.
Yeah, yeah, I am very excited about it. I actually like the fact that Nia Jax is back in the WWE. I know that is a controversial take, and I honestly don't care.
What's she gonna add? What's she gonna add?
She's a monster.
What's she gonna take away?
What is she going to take away? I don't think she's going to take away anything. To be honest with you, I think she's actually going to add to it.
You
I
don't think
mean,
she's gonna
granted,
hurt somebody?
she's 100 pounds heavier than everybody else.
She's
I mean,
also she also has bad technique, doesn't she?
she has had bad technique in the past. Yes,
Well,
she's been reckless in the past.
Stevie Richards slammed her technique just the other day on her comeback.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that. I saw that, and and I
Yeah.
don't necessarily 100% agree with him. But
I mean, there's a reason she made it look so real.
because it is, yeah. But she's gonna squash everybody. She's or she's gonna try to squash everybody. But she is a she's a direct threat to Rhea Ripley. She's a direct threat to Raquel Rodriguez. You know, and then there's rumor of, that there's been another recruit that's been in NXT this week by the name of Jade Cargill.
I don't know about this week, but
No,
definitely soon.
confirmed,
Confirmed
confirmed,
this week.
confirmed. She's there this
Well,
week.
Jade Cargill is the monster in the
Well,
in any women's division.
let me rephrase. She's at the Performance Center. She's not going to be on
Oh,
NXT.
okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad.
She does
Yeah,
need some
that
work.
she does need some work. She's very very raw. But they're talking about her direct to the main roster.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. But she has been seen at the Performance Center this week. So I really wish these people who play for the Cleveland Browns, namely Njoku and Watson, would get their heads out of their butts because I'd really like for them to score some points for me.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I heard. Chris Brown, she's going to go, and
Uh,
like she's bound to hurt somebody because of her size. I mean, like even when Undertaker fought Yokozuna, he got bruises here and there.
I'm talking about like hurt though.
Yeah, yeah. She said that they said that she bruised Rhea's ribs last week.
Rhea will be fine with bruised ribs. They
Yeah,
go with bruised ribs all the time.
yep. Uh-oh, I see a big green banner on the top of the screen now.
Yeah, I turned it on. I want to get going. I don't
We,
want to sit here and
we,
just twiddle my dick. Although I
we,
do
uh, we
enjoy twiddling my dick. I just don't want to do it on camera.
I don't want you to do it on camera. That's for certain.
Oh, that'd be another video, wouldn't it?
It would definitely it would go viral.
It'd be like Gilmore whacking off on camera? Question mark. Because they can't like
Question.
say anything
Yep.
directly because of legal things. They always have to say
Yep.
question mark. He
Yep.
allegedly was whacking off on camera, even though the picture
Yep.
shows somebody whacking off on camera. Everybody, let's whack off on camera today. That's the job. Francis, race you.
No,
No, I don't like this line of conversation.
no, I don't. Hi, Brian.
You're like, this conversation's quickly becoming a confrontation. Hi there, good buddy. I'm gonna check on my dad. I'll be right back.
All right, so see what we have going on today. You see, we've added the $150 break fees, and that's going to go to the rest of the night. $150 vanishing wheel spins to go with that, as well as a 20 at 150. 20 spots left in that. First place is the Roberto Clemente 7 from 1973 that you see on the screen right there. Second is a 52 Bowman set spot. Third is a $500 wheel spin. And fourth is a Breaksy game. Our $25 participation bonus is, as it always is, 54 set spot, 500 wheel spin, Breaksy. Everybody else is getting a low set spot. And that set spot it is going to be, I do believe, a 73. Let me double check here. If I hit the right button, I'll be able to tell you. All right, set break. Set break tonight is a 1973 Topps baseball. Come get you some. All right, let's see. Bounties tonight. I'm sorry, I skipped those. 2023 Bowman Chrome Baseball, 2023 Topps Chrome Baseball. You have 5 of the Topps Chrome Mega Boxes left. Those are like if you like the Topps Chrome Blasters, these are double the size. So you do get some really cool stuff in there. 5 spots left in the $125 set spot bounty. That's any of our $125 set spots like Parkhurst, 86 Fleer. Let me see what we have as our set spots that are 125. 86 Fleer, 55 Parkhurst, 58 Tops Hockey, 59 Fleer, Three Stooges. That's a cool set, by the way. Any of those four sets, if you get into that, you are going to be part of the bounty there as well. And we have 30 spots left in the 1972 Tops basketball. Glad you got your package from the north today, Chris Brown. Everything in the way it's supposed to. Everything look good. Let us know, and if there's anything we can do to help, we're here for that as well.
I left clothes in the floor, but I did that on purpose. That's the way I got over here. Just walking on the clothes.
All right. Do thank you guys for hanging out with us and being part of the show tonight. I hope you find what you're looking for and get some cool stuff. And appreciate it if you give us something to break here.
I am
We
the
are on
emperor.
till 1 a.m. or if you are in the Central Time Zone, midnight.
I'm gonna sit here for a while.
Because some of us have real jobs and have to do that as well.
Yeah. I don't really have to do much by putting this robe on. Big towel.
All right. Hope everybody's having a good night and enjoying. Very much. A couple cards got dinged, but I placed that on Canada Post. Yeah. Yeah. The Postal Service, whether it be Canada or the United States or Hungary or whatever, don't have the best reputations for taking care of parcels. All right. Let's see here if there's anything going on here we need to discuss. All right. Cool. Wow, they have James Hetfield doing promo for Sunday Night Football, Steelers versus Raiders. Wow, was not expecting that. Yeah, Chris, I hate that man. That stuff like that really just really burns my biscuits, man. I just like you guys know what you're doing. It's and don't try to play it off like you don't. You guys know. So quit trying to play. Yeah. So they were showing a promo for Sunday Night Football for next week with the Steelers versus the Raiders, and James Hetfield was the one doing the promo. Did not have that on my bingo card for this week. It wasn't like anything big. I mean, he wasn't like over the top or anything like that. But it was cool to see. It was definitely like I said, it was not something I had on my bingo card this week.
Yeah. What are they saying about James Hetfield?
He was actually doing the promo for Steelers versus Raiders for Sunday Night Football this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a commercial while for WWE on WWE, but yeah, yeah,
Huh.
like that's James Hetfield. That's what's he doing? And he's hyping up the Steelers Raiders game. I'm like, okay.
I have a weird opinion on his music.
And your opinion is
My favorite song, I think it's the best song that they ever have, and I don't think there's a close second. And I'm gonna get so much hate for this, but I think I've said it before. No leaf
please don't.
clover. No leaf clover.
I think it's a great song.
It is a great song, but I said best.
I think it's.
Yeah, yeah. Like I don't know anybody else with that opinion
Um,
because it's a bad
I th-
opinion.
I mm, I don't know if I would put it as their best song. It's one I enjoy.
It's my
Are,
favorite.
are, are you talking about the one from the S&M
Yeah,
album?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it's great. I think it's great.
And they were
I have no problem with
much better with the orchestra. What they did with the San Francisco Orchestra
it.
was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, that I think that was more Michael Kamen versus what they
Yeah.
did, but still, the S&M albums are incredible, and I'm very very happy with those.
Zachary Nutt, I'm not even gonna give you an Incubus song as your warning. That was a great song too, by the way. They do have a lot of crap songs, Spellman.
Yeah, yeah they do. I mean, but everybody has
Yeah.
that.
I like the Incubus. I don't care what anyone says. I like them.
Yeah. Why does he want a warning?
I don't know. Just let it be.
All
That's
right.
tangy. That's tangy. I went to the wonderful Alabama store of record today. You know what the Alabama store of record is, don't you?
Would you please just go ahead and just tell the story, please?
Dollar General. That is the
Okay.
quintessential Alabama store. When you think Alabama, think Waffle Houses and Dollar General. That's what we are. Mixed in with churches. Not churches fried chicken, actual places of worship. And they had uh, these Skittles things, uh, powdered drink mix thing, and they're very tangy. Dan, don't ban anybody, please. Dan has a wrench. Don't ban anybody. We don't ban people here. We just let people be stupid. I don't ban people unless I have to. Like if you come in being like, all racist, you go. I see Brian says I broke into somebody's house to do a show. Yeah, I'm in my parents' basement, Brian. What was Jeff's WWE or Jeff's South Park reference?
Wiggity 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 whack.
I guess Cartman did say that a couple times.
Yeah. Even though he got that from Chris Cross.
Yeah, I know Dan. I know Dan. That was one where he was trying to figure out who his dad was, and at some point he thought Chef was his dad. Two songs with the rest, Inner Sandman, Nothing Else. Oh, Nothing Else Matters. Such a banger.
I've if I don't know what my favorite Metallica song would be. Actually, I do. I actually yes, I know what my favorite Metallica song is. And to be perfectly honest with you, if you think Gilmore's take on Metallica is bad, you will hate mine.
You trying to one up me, bro?
No, no, I'm not. It has nothing to do with one upping you at all. It has everything to do with what I think is my favorite Metallica song.
Yeah, what is it?
Until It Sleeps.
Okay, I'll accept that. It's a great song. I listen
I
to it from time to time.
I think it's phenomenal.
Yeah,
It's badass.
it's like
It's got a style to it. It's got a groove to it. I love it. Of course, I like Fuel too. You know, And I know people give them a lot of shit because that was the album where they cut their hair and all that, and he's gonna go take care of his dad again, so, that is perfectly fine. Um, yeah, so my favorite is "Until It Sleeps." Master of Puppets is see, the thing is, there you can have 50 different Metallica fans, and you'll get 30 different answers for what their best song is, and, but, they'll agree, like, Master of Puppets is a great song, they'll agree that, um, Enter Sandman's the one that broke everything. It broke radio, it broke TV,
It broke Beavis and Butthead.
it did, but,
That song, it makes the best use of staccato rhythm that I think any rock song that I can think of did. That da, 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 da. Very accentuated. It was a very deliberate marching tune.
yeah. Another song that I like is actually a cover. They've got their Garage Inc. album is actually really good. That's one that has all their cover songs on it. Their cover of "Turn the Page" from Bob Seger,
Oh yes,
choice. choice.
yeah, yeah,
Um, they also do a cover of an old Irish called "Whiskey in the Jar."
yeah. I've heard that.
It, yeah, it's fantastic. Well, yeah, technically it's a wonderful song because they spent a fucking year and a half doing it with Bob Rock. They spent 1,000,000 plus in the studio trying to get that album to be perfect.
Yeah, bro. And Sandman also has Mariano Rivera.
Mhm. That and Virginia Tech comes out to that for their football teams, and the whole place rocks when that happens. It's really cool. Their version of Turn the Pages is fantastic. Um, I think that their version of Whiskey in the Jar is better than the Thin Lizzy one. I love Thin Lizzy. Love Thin Lizzy. They also do a version of Tuesday's Gone with John Popper from Blues Traveler, and it is excellent.
Oh, John Popper. I realize he did the best thing for his health, but he just does not sound the same skinny.
It, he prolonged his life and just lost some of the mojo, man. It's weird.
Yeah.
Um,
Hopefully, he saved his money.
They also do a really good cover of Queen's Stone Cold Crazy as well.
Yeah. Oh, dude, like
So,
Edwin McCain has been like quoting people on TikTok, thanking him for helping them get laid in the '90s recently. It's funny as shit. When you said John Popper, it reminded me of what Edwin McCain is doing.
yeah,
He's like, "You're welcome, man," in his non-assuming way. You know,
yeah, yeah.
Edwin McCain's he's just a chill bro. You know, he's just a
He's one
chill
of those.
bro.
He's one of those guys that you exist because of this song.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure has been told to him at least 100,000 times.
A day, you know.
Yeah.
I'll be was the greatest love song for 10 years. You know, it was the wedding song. Like it was disgusting, and we
Yeah.
all started hating it. I loved it at first, and then I was like, oh,
Well,
yeah.
he did a really. There's one song of his I really do like.
Russian roulette,
Uh, it, no, it's the
solitude,
duet he did with Solitude with Darius Rucker.
beautiful song.
That's a fantastic song.
Yeah, it's on the album. His album called Solitude. It's great.
Yep,
Uh,
yep.
Edwin McCain came out of Mississippi, Louisiana, and
Louisiana.
Mississippi and Louisiana, and
Mhm.
he was a big deal at my college because he would play there all the time. Like you could go before he broke, you could go to a cafe and hear Edwin McCain just playing in the corner. And then when
Very
Al,
similar, like Sean Mullins and
yeah, yeah,
with Zach Brown. I mean, I saw Zach Brown at Dixie Tavern in Smyrna two or three times with him and just a guitar, just playing on a Friday night
You know
before he
the
broke big.
you know some of the funniest things, like some of the best songs they had, like Highway 20 Ride and Free and all
Hmm.
that,
Yep.
was written
Yep.
years before Chicken Fried.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Years and
Years
years ago.
before
Yeah.
no one was ever gonna hear them until Chicken Fried.
Yep. Yep. And they almost didn't hear him because of Chicken Fried too.
Yeah,
Lost Trailers bought it and used it, and they were told not to, so they got a cease and desist.
yeah. So yeah, Zach Brown, their story is complicated and it's filled with equal parts amazing and equal parts suck. Go listen to The Controversy or The Owl. Two albums that
Mm-hmm.
he put out back to back, that is some of
Mm-hmm.
the worst horse shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, you're not a pedantic about it or anything either.
And but no, it's bad, dude, because they went from the Dave Grohl sessions to The Controversy to The Owl. That's inexcusable. That's the sharpest decline I can think of.
And Gilmore is the aforementioned authority in music in the world too. So what he says goes, obviously.
You cannot tell me that you liked The Controversy or The Owl. There's nothing redeeming about them.
Well, that's not for you to decide, is it?
Look at the sales. Everybody thought that way. They're terrible sales wise. It had a song on it called "Bitches."
Okay,
Yeah, it's just terrible. And I think it's okay as a critic to say what you hate.
well, do you get paid for this view?
Do I get paid for this view?
Yeah.
I get paid in fun bucks.
So what your opinion says really doesn't matter then.
I'm an amateur.
Okay.
I'm an amateur hater.
Well, you're a professional hater. That's for certain.
I don't get paid to hate. I do it out of love.
Well, you're a pro level then. Excuse me.
Yeah, yeah.
Professional quality hater aid with Gilmore right there.
I I do be hating. There's stuff out there you hate that you oppose, like emo
Sure.
music. Emo
Oh,
music.
yeah. Yeah. I don't like emo music. I abhor emo music.
Yeah, I abhor the
Cool.
controversy in the owl. Oh, I almost sent that to the wrong window. It's dangerous. You hate the Diamondbacks, Jeff.
Yeah. Probably hate the Phillies at the moment too. They just beat up on the Braves again.
Yeah.
Braves
This,
are in their own way.
it's the biggest skid of the season. Yeah. Jeff, wherever John Popper is, whatever John Popper is doing, you can rest assured John Popper's cool.
He walks to the beat of a different drummer. That is no doubt about that.
I think my dad's phone's ringing. One second.
Cool. Glad to have you. Thanks for showing up. We've only been online about an hour, so we haven't run any bonuses, and we are not responsible for what the North did. So if you want to see what the North did, you'd have to go back and find that video and watch the last 15 minutes or so to see what bonuses ran there. The bounties that we have right now are up on the top left hand side of the screen. You can see those right there. We are stacking everything with the vanishing wheel spins and the break seas and the 20 at 150 and the participation bonus. All of it is all together. So you get in at $150, you're getting a lot of stuff to go with it. So you make sure you get in. Last night's bonuses, we haven't run any of those today. So again, you'd want to go back and see the video for last night and check out the last 15 minutes or so. Um, oh, that's right. He had to leave because he had to go to his dad. So, um, When Gilmore gets back, he's checking on Dad now. When he gets back, we'll go through that. My apologies on that. My timeline got mixed up because I thought he was already offline when he did that. So we'll get it sorted out. Might take us a little bit, but we'll sort it out. Appreciate it, man. Like I said, we'll get it. We'll get it right. We'll make it right. That's me. So, how badly injured is Chubb? Does anybody know at the moment? Gilmore, you're on mute.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
So, last night, we should talk about last night, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
we were running Monopoly. We got a lot of Monopoly spins that are still left to run. And I got a call from my mother who said that my uncle, who was supposed to be watching my father, was AWOL and did not show and had not been here since 5. So I immediately threw everything I could in the truck and headed down here. Because if he decides to get up or do whatever and falls, because what would you do if you were sitting there and you would get
No, I
up and
think
hmm?
you did the right thing. You did the right thing.
So I did have to abruptly end the show last night. We did do the 150. We did not roll Monopoly yet. We did not roll the participation bonus. I will get those done as soon as I can. The participation bonus I will be able to roll tonight. Monopoly, I thought I was going to be able to roll it from here, but I don't. I realized I don't have any of my lists. Uh, Prize list. I don't have the Monopoly board set up on this computer. This is a very hastily done setup. But
Right.
I hadn't. But what I will do is I will do it Thursday, um, and we'll enter the prizes the same night. So that way there's not much lag in getting your prizes in. So like Bradley Allrich, Antonio, I do see you two guys here. I know you two guys have a lot of spins. Todd Malinowski has a lot of spins. Jason Neller has a lot of spins. But even if you only have one spin, or three spins like Daniel Lynch, we'll get it done.
You're going to get some good stuff with even one spin. So
Well, I mean, you can. Like, one spin's a puncher's chance. I've seen one spot heroes just solo Mickey Mantle off Boardwalk. It's definitely happened.
hmm
Uh, Daniel Lynch is the guy who's done it. Yeah, we'll work to do it, but I had to. I drove from Buford to Anniston in an hour and a half, which is really moving.
yeah, that was breaking some land speed records, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, but there was no traffic, not a stitch of traffic. It was beautiful.
Well,
I'm
when
gonna
you
go.
have the motivation to get there pretty quickly,
Now I'm just gonna do all my driving at midnight.
it's fun to do it, man. I love driving at night. Um, I remember one year when I went to Florida, I drove. We were I was coming back from
Mhm.
a midnight showing of Star Wars or something like that, and I was going to go to Florida the next day, so I just went that night, went right after. So got out of the movie at 2:30. Got some stupid snacks and some gas, and Drove down there, got there about 7 o'clock in the morning. Was able to watch the sunrise on the beach. It was glorious.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there wasn't a stitch of traffic.
But
I should do that
four,
again.
should do it again. For tonight, I've got a combination of 150 Breaksy and 150 Vanishing wheel spins, and a 20 at 150 with that beautiful 73 Clemente PSA 7 or SGC 7, and a participant base bonus, and I did bring my box of wax. So I did bring Bowman Chrome, Tops Chrome, and the mega boxes and all that. So feel free to get in. I'll bounty any set break you want. I still got those VB South briefcases to run from the other night. I didn't run those, so those are ready to run. And I just left, man. When I heard what happened, I just left.
No, you did the right thing.
Yeah.
If there's anybody who gives you any crap about that,
Oh, ain't
doesn't need to be.
ain't nobody gonna give me crap about that.
Yeah,
Leighton said, "What are you calling me for? Get your ass down there." I woke Leighton up.
yeah, well, kind of want to know what's going on with your business there, sir. So let me
No, no,
know.
no, no. No. His point was, get down there.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. That was the point there.
Think you next when you get home on Thursday. I think you need to make a bug out bag. That has all the stuff that you need in it. Like an extra set of headphones and extra camera and this, that, and the other.
Dude, I left my camera. Like I get
Yep.
$500 camera. I'm not gonna get a separate one for a bug out. Maybe I'll just keep cheaper cameras. Like
Yeah.
this is a Logitech C920, and this is my spare that I keep at the house, and I left it here because
Right.
I knew I was gonna be coming back Monday.
Right.
Uh, but I didn't know it was gonna be at midnight the day before.
Right.
So I just happened to leave this headset and this camera and this computer that I'm using as Mom's Christmas present from this past year. So thanks, Mom. I left my laptop charger. So
That works out.
yeah. So yeah, that's how she goes. Yeah.
I hear somebody racing on 575.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I got
Like,
siblings, Jeff. I got a brother, a sister, a stepbrother, a stepsister. There's five of us all total. Six. Lynn. One of them's like way older than the rest of us. So yeah, there's a lot of them. I don't live the closest, but how can I put this nicely?
you can't.
My siblings are not reliable. They don't watch this show, so I can say that.
And this isn't anything we haven't said to them before.
Yeah, I've said it a few times.
This is not new to them.
So it's time to come in and snag some bonuses. See what we can get done. send some text messages.
You send those text messages. This is what Gilmore looks like deep in thought.
This is when the gears are grinding and he can't find any rational thoughts.
What are you looking for besides
Rational,
rational thought?
rational thoughts. I'm looking for love in all the wrong places.
What
Looking
about
for
that?
looking for traces of what I've been dreaming of. Love that song. It's so tangy. 150 break C is up, along with vanishing wheel spins. Vanishing wheel spins are great. What makes it vanishing? Well, I'm glad you asked. See, when a prize is hit, the square goes off the wheel, meaning the more people hitting bad stuff, the better the odds for you to hit good stuff. See, that's how it works.
All right. Do you have anybody jumping in as of yet?
But
Bounty's out today on 2023 Bowman Chrome, 2023 Topps Chrome. We have 5 of the Topps Chrome mega boxes, basically the double blasters left.
yeah,
Any of the 4 $125 set spots that we have, like Parkhurst 55, 86 Fleer, Three Stooges, and another one, um, are bountied. And then we have 30 spots left in our 1972 Topps basketball bounty.
if
They
anybody
do stack.
wants, I'm sorry, I thought you were
Go
done.
for it. No,
If
it's your show.
come on, man. If anybody wants a box of Bowman Chrome and a box of Topps Chrome, personal, I will give you 3 briefcases instead of 2. What do you think?
Um, that's what it takes to get the show rolling. I'm all for it.
Smash or pass?
Oh, definitely passing.
Yeah, we have to pass because we work here.
Yep.
But for you, the consumer, it's probably a smash. I'm impressed. I haven't broken my arm on the skateboard yet.
Let's hope that you don't.
Nah, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna get out there and do some hood rat shit.
Good rip.
You ever done hood rat shit? You're from Kentucky, of course you have.
What question is that?
Yeah. Kentucky in the 80s was hood rat shit.
I'm sure there's a lot of hood rat shit still going on in Kentucky right now.
Yeah. I was more Alabama in the 90s. Like, I didn't do much when I was a kid. I stayed inside and
Oh.
watched DuckTales.
Yeah, yeah. I graduated high school in '95, so yeah.
Yeah. 97. 90, 93, though, was my peak mischievous phase. Like, that's the time when I could be found being a degenerate. Football straightened me up, but for a while there before that, I was just, I don't know, just straight up whatever.
Hmm.
So, what do you think, Francis?
Well,
Life, love, and the pursuit of happiness. I don't know. I don't have anything to talk about tonight.
oh, sorry to hear that.
I do want to point out how I called something. To be fair, I don't think it was a like you may have heard the call I made in 2020, and not you, but the VB people who've been with us since then. You've been like, well, that sounds okay and all, but I made
And
the
that is,
call that Grant Delpit was going to be a game changer, and here we are in 2023, and Grant Delpit is a game changer. I was the guy in the whole class that said, I said, look, I think a lot of these guys are just great, but I know this guy is great. Like, I know he's great right now. He's not gonna be great. He is great. And that guy was Grant Delpit. Means nothing for
I'm,
cards because he's a safety.
yep. Still, it's cool that you got it right.
Yeah. I hit more than a miss. Football misses. What are my football misses? Davis Mills. That was a miss. Davis Mills is definitely a miss. I thought he was going to be alright. Uh, I thought Matt Corral would see some, would get a chance, and he just never did. I still think Ian Book's going to get a chance somewhere. I like these cerebral quarterbacks. I like the quarterbacks that have it all upstairs. But then again, flying against that, I thought Kellen Mond might be able to do something just because of his sheer athleticism. And Kellen Mond was a scary man at Texas A&M. But we've
Yeah,
seen.
but he was dumber than a bag of hammers, though.
Well, he's not the dumbest from Texas A&M.
Nope, that would be Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, we've seen that Texas A&M quarterback just like throttle Bama and end up just self-destructing. I don't think Mond had the talent Manziel had.
And but he has the same work ethic that Manziel had.
Oh God, I hope he's got
Yeah,
better than that.
I ain't seeing it.
Well, he's not in the league, so
I'm not seeing it in anything he's done.
Kellen Mond. We saw it at Texas
Yeah,
A&M. Saw it at Texas A&M. He was a worker at Texas A&M. He just couldn't play in the NFL apparently. There's a lot of guys like that.
well, of course. I mean, for every Patrick Mahomes, there's 100 Kellen Monds. I
That
get that.
there are guys that don't have it physically, but have it mentally, so they end up getting a shot. Example, Arizona Cardinals right now with Joshua Dobbs. Talent wise, Joshua Dobbs is not an NFL talent quarterback. He's not even a backup in a lot of teams. But he's got it above the shoulders and he can be trusted with the football. So here he is starting games for Kyler Murray. I don't have any misses like Jeff Wilson, I guess, but even that really wasn't a miss. He said this quarterback for the Panthers, who showed promise at the time, was a better investment with Kyler Murray. But what he was trying to say is Kyler Murray is the riskiest player to be buying. Kyler Murray prisms were $800. So what nobody wants to touch is that Jeff Wilson was right about that. Because if you bought Kyler Murray and bought that guy, that guy he was talking about, I don't even remember the guy's name anymore. You would have lost less money. You wouldn't have made money on either pick. But because Kyler Murray were base prisons for $800 freaking dollars when he said this, he was right. Old Jeff Wilson, he takes a lot of flack, but some of it's deserved. He said Bo Bichette played for the Dodgers one time.
Everybody makes mistakes, man.
Everybody has those days. Yep. You met Jeff, didn't you? At the show we did.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Jeff Wilson, sports card investor.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah. Good dude. I'm going to get an email. Gilmore, I'm never listening to your show because you support Jeff Wilson.
Who cares?
Yeah, well.
Find find something else to be mad about.
I can give you topics to be mad about.
I don't
First
see why you
off,
would, but
first off, I'm mad that the controversy in the Al exists. It's not my most hated album of all time, but it's close. What is your most hated album of all time? I know my answer. Well, let me get your answer first.
most I don't know and I don't care because I don't listen to it. I
Yeah, but
mean,
there's got to be something
if
that
I don't
annoyed you.
if I don't like it, I don't listen to it. I try not to be that negative.
Yeah, but
I
having
try
a,
not to I try not to spread the negativity that you are so happy to do.
oh, I love it. Uh,
I abhor it.
so like, what happens when an artist you love puts out an
Hmm.
album you hate?
Hmm. I don't know if there really is one not one that I'm coming to the top of my head anyway.
Well, I mean
Um,
that's me with Zach Brown.
I mean, well, I mean, okay, let me put that's a good question. See, I actually am a big Zach Brown fan, as you know.
Yeah,
Um,
and I love Zach Brown.
let
I
me
just
look.
hate those albums.
Yeah, let me look and see what I have of his albums. Okay, I have the comeback. I have the foundation because everybody has to have that one.
Everybody has
I have
Foundation.
Jekyll, I have Jekyll and Hyde because that's
That's their
good.
best. That's their
Yeah,
best.
Pass the Jar is really good. That's the live one.
Yeah, Pastor Jar's good.
Uncaged, Uncaged is good. You Get What You Give is good.
That's a great one.
I, I don't have the Owl, and I don't have what's the other one called?
The controversy.
The Conjurer. I don't have those in my library.
They're
Okay,
so bad.
okay. I mean,
Just when
I
you
just
get a
don't have.
second, when you get a second, you go listen to a little bit of it.
Okay, I mean that's fine. I mean that's fine. It's just the thing is, I'm not going to focus on the negative and say, oh my God, this is the worst thing I've ever heard. You should never. This is an abomination. You shouldn't listen to this. This is evil.
Well, I don't say you
I
shouldn't listen to it. I just told you to listen to it.
but you have said in
I
the
get
past,
what you're saying. I get what you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah. I mean, I don't have time and I don't have the energy to focus on the negative. If I don't like it, I'm just not going to listen to it. And I'm just going to move on with it.
Yeah, and that's definitely a valid stance. You know, I'm not shitting on your stance. I'm just saying that's not quite the way I go about my stuff.
Well, you are much happier stirring the pot and seeing what happens than I. And I just I can't do that, dude. It just I too much negativity in the world, and I just don't need any more of it.
I'm like Steve Irwin with a stingray. Let's tease the stingray. Can you give two people $25?
Yep.
Al Sutherland and Daniel Lynch. All right, guys. Also, I'm gonna bounty this sapphire, brand new Top Chrome sapphire, and Lenny Pip. I do have 8082. This is the only wax pack I managed to sneak out of the house. 2 packs of those. That's it. Yeah, give me 1 second, Francis. I'll be right back.
Should see the break credit in your account there, gentlemen. Thank you very much. If you're watching, I certainly hope you are. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. See the bounties that we have going on at the moment. We do have a $150 break fee going on as well. Give me. And she will spins, break fee, bounties, 20 at 150, $25 participation bonus. Good grief. I should turn my camera off when I yawn like that. I'm very sorry about that. It's very unprofessional of me. Um, Love to see what you guys have. Love to, what you guys are looking for, what you guys want. If there's something that you're looking for that if we have it, great. We do have a little bit of wax, like he said. That's about it. Hmm. We did not do the briefcases from last night, Nick. He had to leave early to drive to Alabama, so he had to cut the show short. Um, we will get that taken care of. I don't know if that's tonight or tomorrow, but he will go over that when he gets back from taking care of his dad. So Lenny Pip, thank you very much for getting into the participation bonus. Greatly appreciate that. Okay, let's see here. There we go. All right, let's see here. So the background you're looking at, Chef Ted, this is actually Gilmore's. He's over in Anniston, Alabama, at his parents' house. This is the basement of his parents' house. This is his room in the basement of the parents' house. He is currently taking care of dad at the moment. So we're pausing everything, and he should be back here in just a moment. Yeah, he's a big Mopar guy and a big NASCAR guy, and a lot of the trophies that are back there that you see are from building model cars and all that. We've taken a look at a couple of them that he still has. Like he's got um, a 1972 or 1973 Richard Petty car that is still in the box, unopened, and he's got a special General Lee, Dukes of Hazzard General Lee that's in the box that's been unopened and all as well. Got a lot of that stuff in there. Um, got a lot of Matchbox and Hot Wheels cars and all that in there as well. He was a big, like I said, he was a big Mopar guy. So that was a dulcet sound of me opening a Dr. Pepper can.
What's going on, Ted? Ted, this is my parents' house in Alabama. Francis, another 25 to Ted. Hey there, how's it going? Lenny got in the participation. Lenny is the first to get in the participation.
Yeah, we get those all the time. You can go to any intersection and you'll see the the sign that says "We buy ugly houses" or "We buy houses" all the time. But I do have legit investors that I work with as well, that are part of investment firms or other contractors or that who are looking for things to buy and flip and stuff like that. So there are some legitimate ones and there are some very fake ones. I just put an ad out on Facebook Marketplace for one of the houses I'm selling here, and I've gotten 10 people asking if it's for sale, and every one of them uh, have been fake or have been scammers. Say, I'll give you X amount cash, through a money order or whatever, this, that, and the other, and um, so a lot of the people that are buy junk houses are really just investors, flippers, whatever. They're looking to pay bottom dollar for a house. Like if you have a $450,000 house on the market, they will undercut you but give you cash for it. In some places like Open Door or some other portfolios like that will still do that. But if there's any repairs that need to be done or anything like that, they will take that money out of what they give you. So let's say that you have a $450,000 house and they give you $350,000. well, if you need to replace carpets and do painting and this like that, they put it in as part of their convenience fees. And out of that 350 cash that you're supposed to be getting, you'll probably get about 295. So it's a scam. Don't do it.
Yep.
If you want to go through an investor, you can, but understand that even with a legitimate investor, you're probably going to get anywhere between 50 and 70 cents on the dollar for your house, which is good if you have something you need to flip or if you want something you just want to get rid of. Fine, but these people who are not legitimate investors or who are just like we buy in ugly houses and all that, they're going to try to squeeze as much money out of you as possible. So don't do it.
Yeah. Ted Olson says, I buy used fruit. Well, how used? Like, do you buy it for fertilizer or?
That's what I do. I'll take fruit that's rotten or whatever, and I will. I'm starting to compost it. Got a compost bucket going right now.
There we go. Sapphire. Let me add Sapphire to the bounties. Of course, Sapphire is 32 parallels per box. Two numbered parallels, or three numbered parallels, but 32 parallels because every Sapphire card is a parallel. Do a reverse mortgage. Who was that pimping reverse mortgages? Ed McMahon?
For a long time it was him, and Tom Selleck is doing it now, and
Of course.
there's a bunch of people who are doing who are being shills for reverse mortgages, and to be perfectly clear, there is a sect of people that a reverse mortgage is a good idea for. It is a lot smaller than you think it is.
Probably tiny.
Maybe 1% of the market, if that.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people that are doing reverse mortgages, stop me if you've heard this before, are scammers. Don't do it.
So, reverse
Seek a
mortgage.
qualified professional.
What's the difference in a reverse mortgage and like a just a second mortgage, just like pulling equity out of your home?
The equity, you get cash for the house right now. The equity goes to the company that owns the contract. So when you die, that house belongs to them.
Hmm.
Cannot be sold, cannot be given to siblings or anything like that. It goes directly. Now there are some ways around that, but when we tell you to seek a qualified professional, we mean it.
But if you do a second mortgage and
Hmm.
you die with a substantial amount of that second mortgage not paid, does it not do the same thing functionally as a reverse mortgage would do?
No, it does not.
Does not.
No,
Okay.
because with a mortgage, if you have okay, let's say that your parents have a mortgage on the house and they both die, and they have right of survivorship allows them to give their house to you or your siblings or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you still have a mortgage on that, you are still able to sell the house or whatever, as long as when the house is sold, you
Mm-hmm.
fulfill that mortgage.
Yeah.
Okay. With a reverse mortgage, 99% of them, and like I said, first and foremost, I am not a qualified professional when it comes to mortgages and stuff like that. I'm a realtor. I can direct you to those people. I'm a concierge when it comes to that. Um, but
But you know more about it than I do. So.
sure, yeah. But what will happen with a lot of the reverse mortgages is that the company that holds the reverse mortgage will have you sign paperwork that says upon your death it goes to them.
Mm.
Um, or any any equity in forbearance of property shall go back to them. Or I mean, there's a laundry list of things that you have to be looking out for. Um,
So it doesn't
but
matter
again,
how much equity is in the home.
mhm,
If you die and that reverse mortgage is not paid, that's just
that's correct. Yeah,
their
if
house,
they have
end of
not,
story.
if it has not been balanced to their zero, which there is fees and everything on top of that, then yes, you will not have possession of the house, and it will go directly to that company. And then from there, what they will do is that they will sell it to a an investment company or whatever, get top dollars as they can for that anyway. Usually
BlackRock or
about six.
Vanguard?
Yep,
That's the
and,
current
and go from there.
rallying cry.
But it will. So if you play your cards poorly and you do it a
Oh,
reverse mortgage and you end up dying beforehand, it will be part of a BlackRock or something like that, or it will be an investment portfolio before it's all said and done.
yeah, yeah. Nick Mattiacci
That,
says, but I do buy briefcases. Well, Nick, I am in a briefcase slinging mood tonight. So if you want to get in, let me know. I can make it happen. Guys, I'm going to have to run Monopoly on Thursday. I know I said
yep,
tonight, but I don't have the tools to do it. Anything I do to try to set it up doesn't work.
yep. What about the briefcases from last night? When are you going to be running those?
In the show tonight,
Okay.
they're going to get put into one.
Whoever was asking, I think that was Nick Mattiacci. There's your answer
Yep.
on that.
Yep.
Let's see. Let me scroll up. Let
I
me
still have those
see.
briefcases in the system and they're ready to roll tonight. Sorry, guys, I had to abruptly leave last night. At around 11 o'clock, I got a notice that my uncle, who was supposed to be here watching my dad, actually no showed. And by that time, it had been 5 hours since he should have been here. So I had to get my ass down to Alabama.
I can
But
only imagine the level of pissed off you were.
oh, hit the roof.
Eh,
Like as pissed off as I was nowhere near as pissed off as my mom, who's in Arizona on a vacation right now.
Sure. Yeah. Monopoly is going to be taken care of on Thursday. It will get run and entered on Thursday, and everybody will have their prizes on Thursday.
Yeah, sorry about that, Al. I had to boogie last night, Alf. I can't run it from here because I don't have the board. I don't have the setup. So recreating that is a no go because there's a prize list. There's just so much that goes into Monopoly as a whole. But I apologize for not getting to run that Sunday night like we normally do. But we can make up for it with good stuff. Craig, actually, yes, everything was okay when I got here, but it was risky because he walked himself from the living room, from the den where he stays, to his bedroom and actually got in the bed. And that doesn't sound like a big deal, but he has one eye, and the other eye that he still has doesn't work well. And the lighting's not so good, and if he falls, it's very not good. But he made it without falling. But he sleeps cold and could not. And this is why I'm glad I came last night, rather than wait until the morning. He couldn't. He couldn't come. Like he couldn't get the covers all over him, so he was like freezing. So yeah, major
Yep.
fall risk. So like
Mhm.
even if all I did was just be able to put the blanket over his feet, it was well worth it.
Yep.
Plus, like I don't know about you, but as my parents get old, one of my biggest worries is that because I'm in Georgia, I don't want them to get the feeling that no one gives a shit about them. You know. And for
I
someone
understand
just to ghost, wouldn't it make you feel like no one gives a shit?
that. I
So
mean, I get it.
So that's why me, and to my brother's credit, my brother motored down here too. He got here 15 minutes after me. So it kind of showed Dad that we both give a shit. You know, we're just not putting him in a closet waiting for him to die. I know that sounds harsh, but that's what a lot of people do to their
That is a
elderly.
lot more prominent than you
Yeah,
think it is.
yeah, Ted. My dad's an ass sometimes too. But yeah, I definitely feel you there, Ted. Not everybody has the same home family situation.
Correct.
Yeah. My dad's my dad is less of an ass than his dad though, so I have to give him credit for that. So the way assholes work, an asshole is an asshole. An asshole is going to make his kid into somewhat of an asshole. But every generation that turns down the asshole meter puts out somebody who's less of an asshole. So I don't know. I don't have any kids, but if I did, I would like to think they would be less of an asshole than me. Because I'm less of an asshole than my dad. My dad's less of an asshole than his dad. What's the statement? Soft times, hard times create hard men. Hard men create soft times. Soft times create soft men. It's kind of like that, but just with assholes.
Soft men create hard times, and hard times create hard men.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I'll probably mess that up 10 million ways,
Very,
but it's
something very similar to that.
yeah, it's not important. The actual mechanics of the statement. I feel like that was like a Mongolian thing. Well, all right. Now that we have spilled our guts and talked about our parents and cried and laughed a little bit, um, I was striving to be bigger, Craig. Now I'm striving to be smaller. But let's take a run at this Clemente. No one's got in it yet. No guy's hard. I'm rock hard right now, Ted. You just can't see it. It's in my pants. Uh, let's take a run at this Clemente. I don't take nights off unless I have to, because if I take a night off, someone else got to work. I don't like people filling in for me. I'm selfish on my time here with you guys. I don't do that unless I have to. So here we go. Topps Chrome Sapphire, regular Topps Chrome, 2023 Bowman Chrome. I got mega boxes. I got bounties on $125 set spots. There's a few of them. They all count. That bounty is really small. Just give the Clemente to Chef. Well, Chef, it ends up that way a lot of times. So might as well just like save some time and just pop it to you. I did manage to get a haircut today though. There's a sport clips down here. There's a young lady that cuts hair really well. I like her. She cuts my dad's hair, and she's always so good with him. I went to her to let her cut it.
That's a good thing.
Yep. That's primarily what I do when I come to Alabama. I take him to get a haircut. I take him to get his nails done. I take him to get lunch. My dad gets his nails done. On my Facebook feed, no guys hard anymore. Well, is that more of an indicator of society, or is that an indicator of your Facebook feed? Maybe you just need to roll with some hard boys. You know, I roll with some ghetto bastards like Chris Francis. Show me your war face, Francis. That's a war face. Oh my God. I'm scared of that face right now. That is the look of consternation. Ooh. Francis is in serious mode.
Did that work?
That worked. What's the shirt say? I don't like you. Oh, it's I don't like you, and
It
it's a piece of candy corn.
it says, "I don't like you either," and
Yeah.
there's a piece of candy corn sitting
Oh,
there
the
too.
candy corn.
Yeah,
I don't like candy corn.
I think it's funny.
It is
That's
funny.
the only, that's the only reason I got it because I thought it was funny, and
Yeah.
it's appropriate for the time of season.
Yeah,
I
it
was getting
is.
into dude. It was 55 degrees when I woke up this morning, and I
Really.
did not know what to do with myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, because just a couple weeks ago it was like 85 when you woke up, or like 80, And I'm like, it's 55. I'm like, it's all of a sudden it's just like, wait, what?
You know what I
Where'd,
do?
where'd, where'd the where'd, where'd the warmth go?
First 55-degree morning, I wake up and I go to Starbucks and get me a pumpkin spice latte and put on my Ugg boots.
PSL baby, yes sir.
I'm not too embarrassed to say I like one
Oh no no
every now and then.
no. We did run the participation from last night. It should already be in your
Actually,
accounts there, guys.
no, I have not run that yet from last
You
night.
said you did.
No, I ran the 40 at 150,
Oh, you were okay. Okay.
and
So,
that's not
nope.
in your account yet. But the
Yeah.
cards are labeled. It was mostly cards.
Yep.
So I will be
So we.
pulling that
Yeah.
150 that participation
So,
out, and we will be running it
yeah.
tonight.
We'll do the participation tonight. We'll do the briefcases tonight. All that. So
Yeah,
we'll be good to get that taken care of the very best we can.
Craig, you're in South
Good.
Florida. I know it was 80 there. Rub it in, why don't you?
Go kick rocks really hard with your sandals on.
Go kick somebody's discarded kidney stones. I think
I do
Craig.
not appreciate this type of bragging, sir. This is not cool.
I think Craig's a PCP, Angel Dust.
He's
Not.
yeah, I was gonna say he's on PCP.
You ever tried PCP? Jump in the pool instead. Can you double my? I can double your non-purchases, Ted. Ted, I will triple your non-purchases.
Can you double my non-purchases?
Yeah, nothing from nothing leaves nothing.
That's that's good math there, sir.
Yeah,
Sherman Hemsley. He was classic. Sherman Hemsley was classic.
he was. He was. I can't think of anybody else in the history of like acting who could play the roles he played.
Oh, there's nobody else who could do George Jefferson.
Yeah,
Not not not. I mean, nobody. I mean, you know, Garrett Morris. You know, guys like that couldn't do it.
yeah.
You had to have a different. You had to be a little angrier than that. You know.
If you
Um,
recast it, could you cast Chris Tucker?
no, you could.
Yeah.
You can't recast that.
Like if you said, okay, we're gonna do that show now.
Couldn't.
Yeah.
Couldn't do that. Couldn't do All in the Family. Couldn't do Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh,
You
Archie
couldn't
Bunker.
do.
People have a fit if you tried to do Archie Bunker.
Yeah.
Married with Children, you couldn't do it.
You couldn't even do Married Children these days. No. And the thing is, you know, uh, Carol O'Connor, the guy who played Archie Bunker, went into knowing that this guy was going to be a bigot, but wanted to make it where it was a lesson. You know,
Yeah.
like eh, he hated all these people as part of the character, but you know, but in real life he loved everybody. Everybody there. I don't know anybody who had anything negative to say about Carol O'Connor that actually really knew him. There's people
Yeah.
who hate the Archie Bunker character and all that, but he came at it and say I can teach people how to not hate a Polish person or a black guy or a gay person or something like because and they tackled issues. All in the Family tackled issues. Um, so yeah, but you couldn't make it these days. You can't. Who would you get to recast as Buford T. Justice? There is not one person alive that could do that.
Dig up Jackie.
Dig up Jackie. That's right. Yeah. Give me a clone of Jackie Gleason.
John Goodman would probably. Is he dead? Is he alive?
He would be about as close as you could get, but
He's too old now. You think?
yeah, he's he's north side of 70 if I remember right.
Yeah, like John Candy would have been good.
John Candy would he doesn't the problem is that John Candy doesn't have the same gravitas
Yeah.
that crap.
Farley could have done it.
No, he couldn't have done it.
Yeah.
He could have been the son.
David Farley as Buford D.
What is
Justice and David Spade as the son.
what is his name? Well, I can't think of his name. I just said his name and I can't think of it. Who played Buford T. Justice?
Jackie Gleason.
Jackie Gleason. Thank you. My brain completely glitched for a second. I couldn't count to 20 with my shoes on at the moment. Buddy Hackett could not have done it. Absolutely not.
Who's Buddy
He was
Hackett?
he was too big of a goof.
Who's Buddy Hackett?
He was he was a comedian that was very goofy and very he had very Jerry Clower on crack facial expressions.
Yeah,
Uh,
I love me some
now
Junior
you're just
J.
naming
Flower.
fat comedians.
Yeah, pretty much.
But the thing is that when they cast Jackie Gleason as Buford T. Justice, they weren't looking for a comedian to to be him, even though he had done comedic roles like in The Honeymooners and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
But they were looking for an actor to make it funny.
yeah.
So and it ended up being classic. Same thing with uh, Dumb and Dumber, where they cast Jeff Daniels as one of the boys because they wanted an actor to do it, not a comedian, because there wanted to be a different gravitas to it. He was in a Mad World. Yes, he was. Um, some of my favorite stuff. If you go online and you look up Mama's Family, there's a episode there where Tim Conway just goes off the cuff and starts talking about a little person and an elephant at a freak show, and
In Mama's
it
Family?
in Mama's Family, and it is the funniest 5 minutes of television you can, because he's doing it off the cuff and nobody knows what's going on, and everybody is dying laughing, trying to keep their composure, and
Yeah,
all you see is hands over their head and everything like that, trying not to laugh.
yeah.
And he's straight faced as ever doing it, man. It's classic.
No corpse in it
Conway
all.
was, huh?
No corpse in it all. Corpsing is when someone starts laughing or when they're supposed to be serious in
They,
acting.
he broke every one of them.
Yeah,
He broke every one of them.
he was their Sami Zayn.
He was way better.
Yeah,
Dorf on golf. I used to love that. Dorf on sports.
you're old.
I loved it. I was 6 when I watched that.
I don't remember anything when I was 6.
I'm just saying. Okay. Well, the point is, I might not have been 6, but I was younger considerably. So,
I remember watching Hee Haw as a kid. That's probably the
dude,
earliest thing I remember watching.
I used to love watching Hee Haw for Buck Owens and
Yeah.
uh, Gary Clark. I mean, yeah,
The skit that I remember the most, I remember it because I used to run around the house shouting the phone number BR549 for Junior Samples Auto Sales.
BR549
Yeah, so I used to run around the
Junior
house
Sam.
shouting that. And it was
Yep.
so annoying because I was an annoying little bastard. And, yeah, that was what I did to piss people off.
Yeah, but BR549. I used to like that. I used to like God, what was can't remember the skit on Hee Haw I used to love.
Yeah. I'm going to show you guys one of the most underrated cards in the hobby. You can agree or disagree, but I
Roy Clark,
think,
Gary Clark.
yeah, Roy Clark is great. I think this card is just the bee's knees. As soon as I can get it up on the stage here, you will either agree or disagree. Where is that? Here it is. Oh, right there. That is a 1988 starting lineup insert card from the figures.
I remember that.
Michael Jordan. It says rookie year 84, but it's a rookie flashback that they came out with in 88. proper thing, has a figure in it and everything, that copy is reasonably well centered for as far as this set goes.
Mhm.
Dan and Craig O both disagree. Well, you guys can eat my balls. I see they have it in the screw down, and I'm appalled by the screw down, but at least they got a penny sleeve over it. I don't know what they have there behind it. I hope that is not in the penny sleeve of the card, because that can cause further recessing around the edges of that business card. But like, if you think about it, fewer people saved these than they would have saved the Fleer cards.
That's correct.
You know, like I got a recent pickup of a PSA 9 of the '88 Fleer from Joshua Pugh, and I ain't eating balls. And it's great, but I like that better. The '88 Fleer is probably worth more than a PSA 9. I like the starting lineup better. Just because starting lineups I think are underrated collectibles. I don't think they'll
Mhm.
ever be worth a whole lot of money,
They won't.
but as a collectible, I think they're underrated. Step into my office. I don't think we appreciate starting lineup figures. Starting lineup figures enough. They were a huge part of my childhood, and
Yeah, I had a couple of them.
yeah, I didn't treat them as collectibles though. I played with them.
Yeah. No, we didn't know anything. We didn't think they were collectibles. We thought
No,
the baseball cards were collectibles,
yeah.
but
So
they weren't. They weren't on the side of collectibles where
yeah,
we thought we were going to make a whole bunch of money off of them. That was starting to burgeon when we were getting to be that age.
yeah. My
But
favorite starting lineup, Bo
I
Jackson.
had I had Will Clark and I had God who did I think I had Andre Dawson. Pretty sure that one.
I have
And my
Bo.
younger brother had Ryan Sandberg and he had Mark McGuire.
Nice, nice. Bo Jackson as a Raider, Bo Jackson as a Royal. I would run the Raider through the GI Joes, and the Royal would come through with a baseball bat cleaning them up.
Because that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, it was Bo Jackson, and I would like. I had a shipwreck who, for a period of time, I referred to shipwreck as Brian Bosworth, and I would just have Bo truck him. Uh, I remember that. I remember one time Bo trucked him off the GI Joe aircraft carriers. Ted, I'm a both. I'm a both.
Both of them.
Both of them. It's all important.
Yep. Both of them.
Yeah. I don't understand why we need to be one or the other. We can be both.
I like them. I like them coming and going.
Jeff's a feet man. That doesn't surprise me. That's not surprising, Jeff.
So I have this Fire Stick Gilmore, and it's a fantastic little device. So you might have heard of these things. You know, watch TV on and all that.
Yeah.
I spent like an hour and a half last night seeing if I could just find random movies to put on my Fire Stick as list them as favorites, so I could
Yeah.
watch them pretty much anytime.
Yeah.
Every one of them I looked for, I found,
Yeah.
and I've got offbeat stuff in here, man. I was like, where I've got stuff like Pirates of the Caribbean that I used to like, and uh, all that stuff, But I've got stuff like well, the Boondock Saints, of course, and the station agent with Peter Dinklage. I got Highlander, and I've got Smokey and the Bandit because it's one of the best movies of all time, and stuff like that. But every one of even the offbeat stuff I was looking for, I was able to find. I'm like super happy I can watch any of this at any time. That's gross. Jeff sniffs the toilet seat. That's just wrong.
Yeah, it's a bit much. It's a bit much. That's a bit much.
Funny you say that. You say that, Chef Ted. When I was in culinary school a long time ago, in 2000, 2002, one of my chefs came up to me and said, "Hey, got a question for you." Like, yeah, what's going on? He goes, "You know what the difference between a rectal thermometer and an oral thermometer are?" I thought he was being serious. I'm like, it depends on how you use it. He goes, taste, and walked away. I'm like, That's that's gross, Chef. That was wrong.
Yes, chef.
Yes, Chef. They taste nasty. I don't ever plan on getting on the business end of one of those.
Yeah.
I think Danny got his factor meals in today.
Oh yeah.
I think that was him that just did that.
I think I'm looking on eBay for starting lineups.
I want the '89. I'm sorry, it was the 1990 Mark Grace. I don't think they made the '89. Go find a pistachio peeler.
Is that what y'all do to people? So there's a
Oh,
'94 Mark Grace for $5. There's a '98 Mark Grace for 26. That's too much. '94, '98. I don't see the classics. Oh,
oh, they do have an '89 for $12.
there's a '90.
Wow, I didn't think that. I never saw this one.
Yeah.
That's one with him fielding.
Yeah, they do.
I've never seen that one before. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna put that on my watch list.
Yeah. Cool card. Free shipping too.
Yeah, '98. Oh, that was an '88 Mark Grace. That's right,
Oh, the first. Oh no, that's a Rave card. This is the '88 Murph.
guys. Boy, that's beating all the shit. I would just take that out of the packaging now.
Yeah, I want to do some research before I figure out what to buy. But
Yep.
I'm gonna be buying some starting lineups after I do some research.
There's the '90. That one, card's all messed up on that one, but it looks good. Yeah, I liked these things. I thought they were a good idea. And now the starting lineups of this age are called Funko Pops.
Yeah, kind of weird. I didn't know it, Larry. I got summoned away. I've already ran through the story a couple times, but my uncle was supposed to be taking care of my dad, and I got word at 11 o'clock that he no-showed, so I headed here as fast as possible. I'll be running the Monopoly on Thursday night, and I'll be doing the briefcases at the end of this show.
Yep. Apologize for the for the delay on that, and apologize for the inconvenience. However, family first.
Yeah,
Yes, he did get snubbed from the Rookie of the Year. Chris Sabo should not have gotten it. I don't care what anybody says; they are wrong, 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 wrong. It should have gone to Mark Grace. It didn't. I was mad as hell, and it is what it is. And then the next year, it was Jerome Walton and Dwight Smith.
yeah,
I loved that team.
yeah. Good team.
Yeah. Oh, I was fuming mad about it. I'm like, there's the only reason that he got it was because he had more home runs and more stolen bases. That's the only reason.
Kusaba
Yeah, and
sending,
Walton was a bust. Yeah.
Kusaba sending some pictures of some starting lineups. Kusaba, what year is that Jordan?
Who's sending it?
Brian Kusaba texted it over.
Oh, cool. That's
That's cool.
pretty.
That's cool.
That looks like an 88 or 89, if I remember right. No, because those were only single color cards. That was probably a 90 or 91. I think that's when they started the dual colors.
It's cool. I don't know what this is. I don't remember seeing these. What is this? All Star MVP 97 edition. It's got Ron Harper, Dennis Robb.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the Bulls team. Scotty.
Oh, does that one have Rodman?
Yeah, it doesn't have Jordan. Where's Jordan? Scotty, Rodman, Harper, Tony Kukoc, no Jordan.
It looks like that guy has no head on the far left.
That's Steve Kerr. The head's like in the molding of the plastic.
Yep. So Spellman, real talk, we actually did at one point in time talk about making Gilmore and Francis fatheads.
Yeah, we did. We did. We could have done that. It wouldn't even be that expensive.
Wouldn't be that expensive, and
Yeah.
you'd have us hanging on your wall right in front of you. I feel bad for you.
Yeah, I was gonna cut a hole out in the mouth.
I'll get a fat head and I'll take it with me to when I go to the Cubs game, and I'll have your big fat head sitting next to me.
Who are you taking to that game?
No, no,
I figure you'll take some kind of real estate loser.
nah.
Like, come on, let's go talk about houses during the game.
I'll figure something out.
Take some girl. Find some girl want to go.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find some
I would like it if I could contribute to that.
girl.
That'd make me smile. I could live vicariously while I'm at a Morgan Wade concert. I'll be at a Morgan Wade concert.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're going to
Yeah.
that Morgan Wade concert.
Yeah. I bought
Dude,
irresponsibly.
yeah, I'm getting kind of tired of these Cubs and Braves losing so much, man. This is bullshit.
Bullshit.
Right? They need to get their heads out of proverbial buttholes and get back to winning, man. Because we gave up. We gave up the wild card.
Maybe they're
Or,
butthole surfers.
no, they're not Gilby Clark. I'm sorry, Gilby Haynes. My bad. Gilby Clark was in Guns N' Roses.
Yeah. Favorite Guns N' Roses song?
Mine, November Rain.
Really? From the
Yeah.
Use Your Illusion stuff? Okay.
Yep.
Mine's stupid. I almost don't want to say it.
What is it?
I used to love her, but I had to kill her.
Gee, what do you think? It's controversial. Of course, it's your favorite.
I liked it before. Well, I guess there never was. I wasn't aware it was controversial
Yeah. I
when,
used to
when I
love her,
liked
but I had to kill her, and you didn't think there was any
it.
reason for there to be controversy.
Yeah.
I also like Mr. Brownstone too.
Yeah. Isn't that about heroin?
Yes,
Yeah.
he was a heroin dealer. Yes,
Yeah. I just thought Mr. Brownstone was the personification of heroin. I
that's a
don't.
good way of looking at it too.
I
Actually,
don't. I
now
don't know.
the words fit.
I don't know. That's just what I thought. That was my interpretation, but I've never read the lyrics of Mr. Brownstone.
That's actually not a bad interpretation. I have to go back and read the lyrics. That makes sense.
All right, so real answer is probably "Don't You Cry Tonight,"
Hmm.
but I'm a sap.
Which version?
Don't you cry. There's two different
Yeah.
versions.
Oh yeah, there's a
Oh,
Use
I
Your
did not know
Illusion one,
that.
and Use Your Illusion two have different versions.
I did not know that. Use Your
Mr.
Illusion.
Brownstone was Mr. Wendell's neighbor.
Isn't
Mr. Wendell.
that an Arrested Development thing?
It is indeed.
Yeah.
That was a band. They were
Oh
good.
yeah, Arrested Development's great.
They were good.
I want to talk to Samson. Fly me to the moon. That was a different drug dealer, Josh.
Yes.
This is Samson Simpson. All right, guys, we are like a turd in the punch bowl tonight. Who's getting in?
Well, if there's a turd already in the punch bowl, I'm not getting into that.
I mean, it's just a Baby Ruth bar. Come on, man.
Baby Ruth.
I need you to. I need you to Bill Murray that shit. It's one of the funniest
Ooh,
scenes
that
ever.
91 Mark Grace has the collector coin and everything. That one looks good.
See, I don't like the collector coin. I just want the figure and the card. I think they got too cute.
They did, no question about that.
You wasn't able to deposit your money. Starting lineup
That
figure
happens.
lot. I don't really know that I need the new in box starting lineups. I might be happy with just some figures and maybe just a Bo Jackson in a. But then I gotta go buy a shipwreck, and I gotta Bosworth him.
Or you could just buy a Bosworth and call him Shipwreck.
There you go. I like that plan.
Because I'm sure you could find that cheaper. Because more people like Shipwreck than like Bosworth.
Yeah, those original GI Joe figures got expensive for a while.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
There's a heaven of you, baby. They do have a bunch of Dale Murphy.
Oh yeah. There's a bunch of them. They were Dale Murphy was I remember in one of the first series. Like they came out in like
Yeah,
'88.
I had them. It's just that's if you remember what was going on, Bo Jackson had trucked
Mm-hmm.
Brian Bosworth after Brian Bosworth talked so much smack.
Mm-hmm.
That was a highlight of my early sports watching life. Even though you would think I wouldn't like Bo Jackson, he played for Auburn.
If you didn't like Bo Jackson, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, he was just exciting. It didn't matter. It didn't matter that he played for Auburn.
Yeah, he there was nothing like Bo Jackson at the time.
Yeah, here's the specific Bo Jackson right here.
In the Royals uniform or in
Now this
the
is the Raider. This is the running
oh the
back.
Raiders one.
That this is the specific Bo that I used to truck shipwreck, who I called Brian Bosworth with.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
That specific Bo was the one I used. Yeah, Bo was exciting, much like Deion Sanders is right now.
He was very much a unicorn because there was nothing like Bo Jackson at the time.
You know, if Bo Jackson would have came out now with better medical procedures, he probably would have played a
Yeah.
significant amount of time.
Oh yeah,
Like Tua Tagovailoa's hip injury was way worse than Bo Jackson's, but
oh
Tua
yeah,
had better doctors.
yeah. They used Bo Jackson and studied his hip
Yeah,
and came up with new ways to fix it. So
yeah.
give Bo Jackson some credit for advancing medical science for athletes, and that is not a joke. I mean, they had to because he lost his whole career because of that in two sports. Na, 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 na.
Nick Chubb's probably done for the season, by the way. It was brutal.
Have you seen the hit?
Yeah, I'd
I
be
haven't seen it
surprised.
yet.
I'd be surprised.
I haven't seen it yet. Let me see if I can find it. Sounds kind of morbid. Let me see if I can find the hit.
Yeah, that score, the shoulder pads and baseball bat, Bo
Yep,
Jackson card. Yeah,
yep. And on the back it just said Bo.
it's still sought after.
Yeah, I wish I still had mine because that was one of the first score packs I opened in 1990,
Yeah,
and I had that thing for years and years and years.
Nolan Ryan threw
He like
85 today.
today? He
Jeez.
like almost 85.
Nolan Ryan, they don't make him like that anymore. They threw away the blueprint when they made him.
He's a he's a one of one.
Oh, I see a lot of those action packed actually. Uh, uh, Kusaba, go to flea markets. You'll see that particular Brett Favre action packed everywhere. Like
I've
a
got
lot.
I have a whole bunch of the action packed Emmett Smith and
Yeah,
a couple others. Some I might actually have them in the house somewhere.
a lot of
Gotta make sure.
rednecks hold on to that Brett Favre action packed and boss like it's just gonna be gold one day. I'm like, probably not, bruh.
I mean, you might have missed that train, sir. Just
Yeah.
kind of saying that ship might have sailed.
He had a high water mark of like $5, which is impressive for as many
Oh
cards
yeah,
as exist of that card.
yeah.
You
I
got
remember.
prototypes?
I remember when Stadium Club first came out for football, 1991. Emmett Smith was card number one. That card shopped for like $25.
Yeah,
You probably find it for a quarter somewhere now.
probably.
They were beautiful cards, man.
They were. They were. I liked Wild Card back in the day, but I think I was the only one that did.
Oh, I loved Wild Card. I just never pulled anything out of it. It was all
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
And I think I was mad about Wild Card because they didn't have licensing.
yeah.
Yeah. I remember I had a Larry Johnson 50,
Hmm.
and I thought that was cool as hell.
I just thought it was a cool concept. You know, this is
Oh
before
yeah,
things were serial numbered out the ass.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I just thought it was
yep.
cool. You know, they just did Wildcard. Just did the most. The company that owned the trademark for Wildcard just did the most profitable thing they've ever done.
What was that?
They sued Panini for $25 million for stealing one of their designs and got it. They didn't make 5 million throughout the history of their company.
Nope.
You know, I doubt they made 1 million. But now 25. I don't understand how they come up with that figure. I don't, because it was a settlement.
So they settled for 25.
Yes, it was not just a judge throwing the book at them. We're gonna get the book thrown at us, and it's gonna set a bad precedence if we lose this case. So they put up 25. I don't know if they will ever pay it off, but you know, on paper, it's the greatest move
Yep.
wild card's ever done.
Yeah.
20 years later.
And I remember buying heavily into that wild card gimmick, man. It's
Yeah,
like, I mean, because at the time it was like Larry Johnson, because that was 91.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't remember who else was in that because I bought because it was all sports all meshed together like Steve
yeah,
Entman and Larry Johnson and all. It was weird, and like I wanted that Larry Johnson 1000.
yeah.
Never got it. Not even sniffed it. Like well hell.
So like there is a like wild card still exists in a manner of speaking, but not like it used to be. The assets were bought by David Adams Card World.
Mm-hmm.
Either no, no, no. It was either
No,
Still City or David Adams,
I think it's still sitting actually.
and they put out like a wild card autograph product. But it's like all autographs, and if you want to sell anything these days, you gotta have autographs. And I think that's lame. I buy sports cards, not autographs. It used to be like every now and then one of my sports cards was autographed, and that was cool. Now it's like if it's not autographed, it's not shit. And I really hate that. I hate that. Some kind of rebelling against the autograph game. I collect cards,
I
not
can understand that.
signatures. Not signatures. You remember four? I remember Classic Four Sport. They
Classic four sport game.
they had interesting timing. So They hit two rookie crazes. And the first one was Brian Taylor,
Oh yeah.
and the second one was Shaq Diesel.
Hmm. I
So,
still have a classic Shack around here.
yeah, I might have that order reversed, but they
Yeah,
hit on both those.
Brian Taylor was before Shaq.
Yeah, I need to text him. I need to text
They
him
also did
back.
Russell Maryland as well.
Yeah, I need to text Brian Taylor back.
How is he doing?
He works in education. He's a school teacher.
I figured as much.
Yeah, good dude. He collects cards.
I imagine he does.
I texted back and forth with him a few times about doing some content with Leighton. Problem is, I just can't nail Leighton down. I can nail Brian Taylor down. I just can't nail Leighton down sometimes.
Yep. Color me shocked about that.
Yeah, he's a busy man.
Yep.
I don't even remember her name. Topps Chrome Sapphire.
Oh, her name was Magnon Rayom,
Oh yeah.
and I had that one too.
Wait, I thought that was a dude.
Oh, she was really pretty.
Well, so was Mario Lemieux. So was
Yeah, but her
Yarmir
nose
Yeager.
her nose was on straight.
Well, so was Mario's at some point.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
about
She was a goalie.
what
She
about
was a goalie.
Yarmir Yeager? Is that how you said his name?
Oh, I wonder what she looks like now.
That was a beautiful man, Yeager. The Penguin team was hosted. They had a third guy too on the on the Pittsburgh team. Who was the third guy? You had Lemieux, Yeager, and one other guy. They had a super team before super teams. That's where LeBron got the inspiration.
Can't think of the dude's name. Magnon Rayom, born February 24th, 1972.
Yeah, still hot.
Honestly, I haven't seen any. Well, I misspelled her name because it's French. Let's see if I can find current photos of her. She's for being 51 years old, she is not unattractive at all.
Is she a zero or a one?
What do you mean?
Well, a zero or a one. Zero is no, one's yes.
Oh yes,
What's the one? Okay, that's all it takes. A one. Who's Ronnie Francis?
Ron Francis. That was the guy. That was the third person in the line.
Oh, okay.
That's right. I remember that now.
Antonio would know.
Yep.
Anybody named after Lewis Lips is going to appreciate Pennsylvania sports. Remember Lewis Lips, Pittsburgh Steelers?
I do.
All right, who's getting in? Who wants to make something happen? Tell you what, for the next 7 minutes, Bogo Breaksy. Bogo Breaksy. I just want to see if it makes a difference. So it's 11:28 till 11:35. Bogo Breaksy. Bogo Breaksy. Color coordination in three major black and yellow, black and mellow, black and yellow. Not really, Ted. We just here, playing with our puds, trying to get stuff sold. It's not going too well. What did Lou Bob do? Lou Bob do today? Lou Bob did something today.
I haven't heard.
Robert's latest blast inches him closer to White Sox history. It's been a difficult month. 36 home run, but it doesn't say why it's special. Yeah, this slash line's not that. Everybody's talking about Lou Bob having an amazing season. It's a good season. It's not an amazing season. No
It's been
world.
awful quiet. It's been an amazing season, but I haven't heard anything about it. So
Yeah, everybody's saying it's an amazing season, and it's like three. It, honestly, his numbers look about like Austin Riley's, who's not having a great year. He's having an okay year. He's been hot in spurts, but Austin Riley's got like 20 points of batting average on him. Oh, 30-20 is what they're doing. Who cares about 30-20? The only one that matters
30-20.
is 40-40.
Dude, didn't he like eclipse 30-20? Like I don't know in April.
He's only got 17 steals.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me try this again. Didn't Ronald like eclipse that like in April?
Ronnie, yeah. Well, not the home runs, but definitely the steals.
Yeah, I know. I'm being facetious about the timing on it, but
Yeah.
the point still stands.
Ronald Acuna rolls out of bed and gets 20-20. Ronald Acuna is that dude right now. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I'm going to enjoy it while it does.
That's what you should do.
Yeah. Outsiders Tour. Summer 2023 at Amerisbank. September 21st. Eric Church and Whiskey Myers. I know you're a big Eric Church fan.
I am. I like Eric Church a lot. It's on an incredible show.
What do you think about Whiskey Myers?
Not bad.
Yeah, they're
I'd
okay.
listen to him.
They're good. Gilmore, is that your new man cave?
I'm not clamoring for their CDs.
No, this is not my new man cave. This is literally my parents' basement.
This is his old man cave.
This is the room that I grew up in. This is the room I went to that I lived in when I went to high school. I've sat in that corner many days and tried to mac at bitches on the phone, and because I had no game, could not successfully mac at bitches. There are no cats in this house. My mom does not approve of pets. This room smells of meat and cheese. So the Braves lost four in a row, and today they clinched the wild card series bye and home field in the NLDS. After on a four-game skid, that's how dominant they've been. Sing the Brian Wilson song. If you give me a minute, Brian Wilson will walk behind me in a gimp suit. Still one of the.
Okay, they're not going to be Monopoly tonight. We're going to run Monopoly on Thursday.
Yep.
We will have it. We will run it. We will have it entered. Everybody will have their Monopoly on Thursday.
I'm gonna run it Thursday. I'm gonna enter the prize on the same night. Like I said, I was gonna do it today during the show, but I realized I can't. I don't have my list with me, so I told
We
y'all a
don't.
lie.
We don't have the faculties to do it tonight.
I told y'all a lie. I'm sorry. We'll get it. We'll get it right.
It wasn't a lie. You just don't have the right stuff.
Well, I was wrong. So vintage breaks. Brakes. No, we're not gonna get any more pristine. You know why? Pristine kind of sucks. Like it's okay and people like it when it's new, but like with the newness knocked on, I'm telling you, no one would buy it. Oh, I'm thinking Brian Wilson, the closer. Like, and honestly, you shouldn't really be buying pristine past like the first week it's out. I understand just buying a few packs of it for fun, but it's not a very. It's never been a good product. I don't understand why they still do it. It kind of sucks. It can't compete with Bowman Chrome, with Topps Chromes, the Sapphire lines. Just can't compete. And I understand there are people out there that like it, and that's cool too. You know, if you like it, you like it. You know, but it's definitely not a good value proposition. There are way too many encased cards or relief pitchers. Right, exactly, Jeff.
That's that's exactly the almost exact wording he just used. Almost exactly.
Yep. So you're much better off buying Sapphire, Topps Chrome, Bowman Chrome. And you know, when I go to stock product, I don't just buy anything. I try to only get stuff that I would open. Granted, if a product's new, I'll pick it up no matter what, pretty much. I don't open luminance for myself because I don't like it. But I'll get a few boxes for this because there are a few people that do like luminance. And the base cards, the luminance has the best base cards all year. But base cards is not what sells the product. You know, so we tend to move on pretty fast from part like that. Now I do have some mosaic coming in with the new draft class. I'm all about some mosaic. Was one of my favorite releases of 2020, and 2020 for me is the golden year in modern football. Thank you to Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts and Justin Herbert. All right, I'm gonna get some lists up. Yesterday was the 17th. Yeah, there's that last purchase, Jason Miller.
I'm going to take a little bit of a break here and use the little boys' room, grab
Nice.
some water. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, yeah. Participation list is probably going to be pretty high from the other day. All right, this is last night's participation. Can't believe no one got in tonight. No one's gotten in tonight so far today. The bonus is really good with that Clemente. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Go. Go crazy time. Yeah, you did. You got really lucky with that Spencer Strider. That's a great card. I'm not saying that the Strider's not a good card. I'm just saying that's an abnormal pull. Daniel Lynch out. Mariachi just fell behind. Quack. Daniel Lynch is gonna win it. Daniel Lynch, Alf, Antonio D, Lucas L. Probably not. Well, I love National Treasures. Just in the football and basketball, it's too expensive. We do get it in baseball pretty heavy every year though, because it's less expensive because it's not licensed. Al for the $500 wheel spin. We'll go Al Solon. Mosaic football spot. Nice. I'll sub that out. And here we go. Breaksy game. This is going to Antonio. Here we go, Antonio. Oh, 4-3-2 or threes and twos. I like either one of those. Either one of those work. I get up at 7 a.m. Nice. We'll see you tomorrow then. No problem. Summertime's clothes on repeat. That's a strong, strong statement there. Alright, we're going to roll this for Antonio. Give it just a second before we do it. Before we hit it. Because this is a kind of a risky roll. I don't want to assume risk for him. Go for full house. Nice. We got it. Antonio, that's $50 in separate credit. Give me a DM of what you want. Got there. I'm telling you, Breaksy is fire, son. Breaksy is fire. Right now, I got BOGO Breaksy for anyone that gets in. BOGO Breaksy. It's going on. It's going to go until midnight. Midnight. But then it ends. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. Good and Evil. BOGO Breaksy. I'm glad I didn't take a gummy last night, too, because that would have been really bad if I would have taken a gummy. Go. Got it. Huh. All right. Some Bowman Chrome loving. We got it. Bowman Chrome, Tots Sapphire, all in the house. I don't have any time at home. Well, welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
Yep, you have a good trip.
I did.
Everything come out okay?
Yeah, did good.
Did you wash your hands?
No,
Oh, 54 Bowman does look good. I'll bounty it. I mean, really, if anybody just gets anything, I'll bounty it right now. I'm in full on let's make a deal mode. You can tell because I got double breaksy up. It was like if I put double breaksy up, now Ted, it hadn't moved. But remember, nothing explodes. You'll get something. It does have to go all the way for the Clemente, but there are other stuff I can put there. I can get creative. I can get creative. That's how we're in let's make a deal mode.
sweet. I think I just won $20 on DraftKings. Hey,
Nice. I think everybody played Chubb, so
yeah, I played. I had Chubb. If and I had a feeling that if he gave me 10 more points, I probably still had $20.
yeah, because
Yep,
everybody else would have got that points too.
yep, yep.
Just think if somebody went rogue and didn't play Chubb.
Well, let's
Bowman
see.
baseball.
Had to be around 445 to get $25. That's 103 points, and I was at 91, so 12 points more. That's probably where I would have been around the $20 and $25 mark anyway. So,
Yeah, that's kind of why I have Bogo breaks you up right now because that 2150 is not gonna fill, so that Clemente is just kind of worthless sitting there. But there will be other stuff there that will go in. I will guarantee at least the 52 Bowman spot gets given away in that 150, and we don't have anybody in it yet. And they got Bogo Breaksy, and that's going to be the best I can do. Like if we can't make that work, then we can't make nothing work. Can you give Antonio a 54 Bowman and a 73?
and thank you, James Sutherland, for breaking the curse here.
Breaking the curse, yeah. Uh,
He got in some. He got some Topps Chrome Platinum Anniversary personal packs.
he likes those. He's the one that hit that Jeter.
That's right. I remember
Yeah.
that. Very cool. All right,
All
so
right.
I'm giving what?
Antonio D'Argencel. I forget how to say his name. A 54 Bowman and two 73s.
54 Bowman and two of 1973.
Yep. Here we go, Al. Wow. 57 Tops Baseball for Al Sutherland. Alfred Sutherland.
Right.
And that,
57 top.
yeah. Now you're going to get two breaksies, Al. 4-3-2-1. I like it. I dig that. Dark Angelus. Dark Angelus. Antonio Dark Angelus. The Dark Angel.
All right.
All right, this is a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer right here. Oh, and he's working on that platinum set too. Let's see if we can get a five. It's gonna be a $500 wheel spin for you on the first one. Here we go with the second one.
Okay, cool. Gotcha.
Well, you got a
Got
decision to
that.
make. Ah,
1973 top.
Yeah, he just got in the 150, took it down to 19.
That's a really cool last name,
Yeah.
Antonio of the Archangels. Oops, he's supposed to get two of those. Me.
My dad asked me the most random ass question in the world today. He said, "Son, I really want to know this. It's been bothering me. Who is Jason Mraz?" I said, "Well,
Um,
Dad, the first thing you need to know about Jason Mraz is that Jason Mraz is very mid. He's okay, but too much of him and you want to punch him. He watches Dancing with the Stars, and he just looks like an average white guy." Yep, that's you understand Jason Mraz now. I think
is
Al's
that 57 Pops football or baseball?
football.
Thank you. That's for Alfred.
All right, we're gonna go for it here, Alfred. Boom, Alfred, $50 in the kitty, $50 in the kitty, and here's your $500 will spin. 1955 Tops baseball for Al Sutherland. Make sure that's still a thing.
Yeah, I'm checking it right now. Um,
I have a feeling it's not a thing, so let me find something close.
yeah, I'm not seeing it. Well, I could just look on the set breaks. I have it right here.
Give him.
Yeah, I mean, there's 1955 Tops baseball set
Yeah,
breaks on here.
yeah, this is 55. That's a hell of a prize, too, for that wheel. There you go.
Let's see what. Why am I not seeing it though? Did I do something dumb?
Yeah, I do all the time.
Da, 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 da. I'm not seeing it in the back end breaks though.
I'll hell it. Let's see. Cone breaks. Who knows? Sometimes what they do with skews is
That's All American.
one trick you can
Unless
do.
nobody's gotten into it yet.
One trick you can do is you can
Oh, I
go.
found. I found it. I found it. I found it.
You can drill down into the break.
Mhm.
And oh, I'm sorry, Al. We didn't do it that. Okay, yeah, Al's way behind. Al's way behind. You can go into the break and just look up the skew because it'll tell you the skew on the product page.
Yep.
This is all going to change in a month, by the way. Rolling out a new website.
Good. I hope it's better.
Our website's pretty good. It's just not. It's pretty good from our back end aspects. It's just not good for the consumer. I don't think so. It's not easy to check out.
I use a. See my weed. What is my weed eater? I have a whole bunch of the Ryobi tools that use the rechargeable battery that all use the same battery.
Yeah,
But I think my weed eaters is an electric.
yeah. I use Ryobi electrics too,
Mm.
including a mower.
Yep. Yeah, I have the mower too. Um, but my weed eater is like a plug-in one. It's
Oh,
a it's a yeah.
hate that. It seems like I hate chasing plug sockets, and
Yeah.
I hate dangling a cord. I like to dangle other stuff. Lieutenant Dangle. All right, who else getting in? I got 6 more minutes of BOGO Breaksy. 6 more minutes of BOGO Breaksy.
But like I have like power saws and chainsaws and drills, and I have a couple devices like but I don't have I don't have a weed eater for them yet. Steel weed eaters are the shit. They're awesome. Their gas powered ones are awesome.
Mm. All right, fellas. Like I said, I got 5 more minutes of BOGO Breaksy. And after that, there ain't gonna be nothing after that, because this is the Millennium Aftermath. Remember that? Forgot about Dre? Yeah, whatever. I don't.
Well, okay. I'm glad you answered your own question and
Yeah,
all that.
it was a terrible, terrible question. Terrible line of questioning. Let's see. Yeah, we only got 4 minutes left in that bonus. I'm serious. 4 minutes left. Josh is the man of the valley. The man of Clover Valley. You know what Clover Valley is?
Do not.
It's Dollar General's generic brand, baby.
Okay.
They have cloned Girl Scout cookies for $1.50 a box. It's glorious for when you don't want to support no damn charity. You just want cookies. They got
Fair enough.
they got Samoas. They got
Next time I'm
tagalong.
at Dollar General, I'll take $2 and or $3 and get a couple boxes of cookies. See if they taste the same.
They got tagalongs. They got thin mints. They got dosey dos. They call them different things, but
Yeah.
you know what it is. All right, that bonus should have made people run to the hills. Run for your life. Yeah, grasshoppers is really good, Jeff.
Yep. And just like a thing of Thin Mints, I can eat my way through a thing of grasshoppers as
Oh,
well.
dude, put them in the freezer. Oh,
Oh, that's the only way to do it, man.
yeah. I remember Will Blanks got a hold of some thin mints in the back room at FCB, and it was like late, and kind of does a little. Was it When Harry Met Sally, where she's basically having an orgasm over whatever
Hmm.
she's doing.
Yeah, yeah. He didn't overdo anything ever.
Oh yeah, he was big. He was big drama. But he's back here going, oh God, these Thin Mints. And a sports card customer walks in the store at like 11:59, hears it, and just walks out. Never saw that guy again. These thin mints. So the joke ever since then has been, wow, Will really likes them thin mints. Will really like them thin mints, man. Alright, 1 second. Ted says he wants to do some damage.
It is midnight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm gonna extend it for Ted though, cause I was a little slow getting back to him. I'm a little slow tonight.
Did we have any of those packs for James Sutherland?
No, we don't. Oh,
Topps Chrome Platinum Anniversary Baseball Blasters.
yeah, I don't have any of those on me.
Cool. So hopefully they will break those for you tomorrow. We'll leave a message for them to do so. Thank you for your patience and thank you for your patronage. The Vintage Breaks South.
There we go. Extending that BOGO breaks you for just a minute. I know I said I mean it, but there are extenuating circumstances here. You're playing with my emotions. I miss my cat. Oh, sorry, wife. Not.
Good night, Spellman. I will see you tomorrow because I will be here tomorrow, everybody, boys and girls.
Nice.
I'm here doing a 3-day week with you again this week. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Yeah, come on. Love hanging out with you guys. Thank you very much for making it fun for me. got going on here? Click the button and nothing happens.
Nothing happens. And nothing else happens. That was the sound of utter defeat, Francis.
Sometimes you're the pigeon, sometimes you're the statue.
Right? I feel like Rodney Dangerfield. You see, the thing with me is I get no respect. I get no respect. I wonder how he came up with that bit. Were the people just like constantly shitting on him or something?
Probably.
Because he gets no respect.
I'm sure a lot of his stuff was based out of reality.
I'd like to think that Rodney Dangerfield was a well-loved man. I just want you to be happy, Rodney, if you're listening to this. You go be happy, Rodney. He's dead, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he passed a long time ago.
Yeah, he dead. I say you, he did. I lost my freaking pixel buds in this room somewhere. They're in this room somewhere, but I can't find them. It's embarrassing how much I lose earbuds.
Hmm.
Real freaking embarrassing.
It happens.
It does happen, but I just bought this pair. They're a replacement for a pair I left in the hotel room in London. Can't get a sad trombone. Womp womp womp
Yep,
womp.
you tend to do that somewhat often.
Yeah, it's sad. It's really sad, but it's where we are. Alright, guys, we're going to run some briefcases.
Hey, what did you give me just a minute ago?
That was a participation.
Oh, I actually didn't get it.
Yeah, need a minute to catch up with that before briefcases. We'll do that.
Have you already done the wheel spin and the brake seat?
Yep, I've already entered them too.
So the only thing I need to do is 1 and 4 through whatever.
Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna do that.
Alright.
Let's see here. I'm gonna sit right here and do it because.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of 73s in that.
Yep. '54 Topps baseball. Gotta find the right one.
Yep.
Be down here somewhere.
It's in
There it
there
is.
somewhere.
Okay,
That's
I got
for
it.
sure.
And 4 through 12.
Yeah.
So
Ted Halson did a thing. Yes, you did. All right, Ted Halson. We're going to run some breaksy for you, Ted. So that is remember, we got BOGO Breaksy. We specifically postponed it so Ted could get in. So that's 4, 350, six Breaksy runs. Ted, here we go. You ready for this? Let's call it. Y'all ready for this? Dun, 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 All right, 3, 2, 1. Kind of like those twos. Let me know what you want to do, Ted. Give me the all. Show me the horizon.
Which Todd is this? Todd M.
Todd Malinowski.
Thank you.
1,
I knew that.
2.
I couldn't think of the last part of the last name.
Oh, decisions, Ted. I like it when the decisions are interesting. 2, 2, 2. I agree.
And
Boom.
it's Bradley Aldrich.
Fitty. Good call, Ted. Oh, oh, I like these fours.
All right. Participation from yesterday has been taken care of, ladies and germs.
2, 2, 2. 4, 4, 4. There's another one. Ah, that's $25. All right, we got 6, 5, 4, or we can take the fives.
Am I giving Chef Ted 25?
Uh, Not yet, because he's going to get more. But yes, be ready to give Chef Ted some break credit. Because he's got 150 wheel spins too.
Okay.
4, 5, 6. Gotcha. Ooh, decision time, Ted. Ted's got a lot of interesting decisions tonight. This is not an autopilot breaksy run.
Browns coach Kevin Stefanski says Nick Chubb is out for season after hurting knee.
Wow. Who's the backup?
Jerome Ford.
Ford.
Yes. Injured knee is the same one Chubb had reconstructed after tearing his MCL, PCL, and LCL in 2015. I hate to say this, but I think he's done.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy, and I hate saying stuff like that, but I don't think that that's bad.
I gotta wait for players to unlock before I can claim him. 5, 5, 4, 4. All right. Only get one stab at this. Bupkis on that one. Here we go, Ted. This is roll 4. 2, 3, 2, 3, R2, 3, 4. R2, 3, 4. Either one of those makes sense, Ted. 2, 3, 4. Alright, didn't get any help there. Oh, 4, 4, 4. That's $10. That's not the way we planned, but it worked out. Alright, 5, 5, 4, 4. Looks like the way the universe is telling us to go here, Ted. 5, 5, 4, 4. Yeah, no help there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, Ted. Yep. Oh. Do we pivot to 2, 2, 2, Ted? I'm about to pass the hell out after this.
I bet you've had a long day.
Yeah. Alright, it's $10. Now let's do your spins. $500 spin.
So I hear $45 in break credit. Is that correct so far?
So far. It's
We'll
15
just want
more.
to make sure. All right.
10 more.
Okay.
And 15 more. So 30, 40, 50, 60, $85 in break credit.
That's correct.
Alright, let me get these briefcases ready. $50 in set break spots, Ted. Alright, friends, I'm gonna get North to enter these briefcases in the morning.
All right. Whatever you need.
Yeah. Right now I need the website to cooperate.
Well, that I can't help you with.
Ted Halson, 23 and 24, Ted. All right, he's got time to confirm that. But why does it make me log in? Booted me out for some reason. All right, here we go. Todd Malinowski. We got a blue. Blue is $25 in break credit. Here we go.
And these are ones that the North is putting in, correct?
Yeah. I'm gonna get North to put them in.
Okay.
Ooh, another blue for Todd.
That's the break credit one.
Yeah. Antonio. Gold for Antonio. It's gold. Let's go. Antonio. Is that red? That is red. Oh my god, it's red. Antonio, that's going to be $250 in set spots. Get at me, bruh. Al Sutherland. White. 63. Mariachi. Blue. $25. Larry Carbonell. White. Chef Ted Halson. Right here is 23 and 24. Let's go, Ted. Let's go. Come on. Nah, first one's not good. First one's white. Chef Ted Halson. That one's also white. Freaking briefcases. Freaking briefcases. Todd Malinowski. Well, a great case for you. There we go. 54. Al Sutherland. Yeah, sorry, Ted. Briefcases weren't good today. The brakes he was tight. The wheel spins were tight. So you cut down the expense of those set brake spots by what, $180? I think that's really the goal. Jason Caneller. They're the bonus, not the main dish. The main dish comes when we open the hit random. 63 Topps Baseball. Todd Malinowski. White. Alright, got one more little thing to run. Three. One more little thing to run. This is going to seem like a really small duck race, but we got to run it. Alright, Alf, Chef, and Lenny Pip. This is a participation.
It's so mid that none of the ducks dressed up for the race.
Yeah, this is like a practice heat. top. Lenny Pitt down the bottom. Ooh, here comes Chef. Chef just went on a little tear there. Ted Halson winning the participation. Ted, Lenny, Al Sullivan. And that is first prize is a 54 spot.
Hmm.
Wheel spin to Lenny Pip. And Al Sullivan's going to get a Bracy game. Here is the wheel spin. 25. 25 to Lenny Pip. And Bracy game to Al. Let's keep the ones. It's not a good roll. Let's keep the ones. Damn. All right. The Bracy was a bust. So, all right. We'll get that 54 in for you, Ted. Thank you guys for showing up today. And,
54's in for you.
well, we will see you gentlemen tomorrow night.